Guys are talking playoffs. Guys, stop it. We Bam! Oh, I cannot believe of all times of the year to be, as you can see, we've changed shop. We're not even done yet. So there's a few more things we're going to do. But for today, I said, I got to get back to my fam. I got to talk to them. I missed you. And I missed you terribly on Raider Night. I was sitting there screaming and yelling. I'm on Twitter. Did you see that? Ah! Oh! It was just all that. So, you know, it's probably best that I wasn't on that night. I'd probably still be in the hospital, man. I couldn't get over it because, you know, we're beating the Raiders. I don't care about anybody else in the rest of the season, man. I just said beat the Raiders and I'll be delighted, man. We could go 2-14. I'm all right with that. But, you know, we made a discovery, didn't we? Who is this guy, Nick Mullens? You and I both said, Kyle, can we just see Nick a little bit? I mean, we know what CJ's capable of. Can we just see what Nick looks like? We just wonder. We found out, didn't we? My God! Nick Mullens! Go to the head of the class! Let us briefly go over this real quick one more time. I just want to relive those cherished moments of last Thursday night before we get into it. Let's do some grades today, too. Let's give midseason grades. But anyway, oh, and Nicky's cell phone, right? Can you imagine all of a sudden you're Nick Mullens, right? You've been an average. No, you're not. You can't be an NFL quarterback and be an average guy. You've been, especially coming from Ole Miss like he did and doing what he did there, which Kyle should have known. His pedigree says he's a. Okay, anyway. Nick Mullens, right? All of a sudden his phone's got so many messages on it every day. Just a few, you know, you can get back to him and all. Mullens' cell phone had a busy night as he did. Estimated that he looked through about 500 text messages. Now, you and I know, if we get 500 text messages, are you really going to look all through all of them? Nick counted them. See, dude, it's delighted with the sudden fame, right? His number of followers on Twitter has grown by 250%. Hey, I just want to say one thing. I clicked on Nick a long time ago, and I've been following him for a long time. Hey, Nick, man, you know what? I wish you was catching this. Nick, I've always believed in you, bruh. I knew you got it in you. I did. Especially since preseason, I said, there's something about this guy. He looks like he knows exactly what he's doing at all times. You could see it in his eyes. I didn't make that up. I really believe that. That's why I clicked on him. His account even got verified during the game with the ultimate blue check. You already followed him, right? If you like me, hey, if you were following him, let me tell me about that. I want to know. David Landrum, are you serious? Okay, let me get to that in a minute. Let's see. The 49ers' Nick Mullens had 16 of 22 for 262 yards with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions versus the Raiders. Now, I understand this. Now, the Raiders are what you call ass. Complete ass. But there was a good team that showed that Nick had the skill sets and things to go. He can polish from here. Nick had a passer rating of 151.9. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. No, who gets a 151.9? That figure was the best by a quarterback making his debut with at least 20 attempts since 1970. 1970. A lot of folks weren't even born in 1970. And Nick is, Mullens' passer rating was the highest by a 49er since Alex Smith had a rating of 157.1 on October 29th. That was in 2012. Mullens joined names like Marc Bulger, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Marcus Mariota as the only players over the past 25 seasons to throw for 3 or more touchdowns in their first game. Mullens is the first player since Carson Wentz to throw for a touchdown in his first career game on the team's opening drive, and one of 4 to do it in the past 15 seasons. You see where this is going here? All those names. Who did I mention that's just not doing? Okay, even Fitzpatrick is taking jobs. Taking a job. Marcus Mariota, I don't know what's going on with him. But Fitz, at least, Jameis Winston is sitting down because of Fitz. All right? Mullens is the first player. And, 1 of 4 to do it past 15 seasons along with Wentz, Mariota, and Matt Ryan. Mullens joins Fran Tarkenton And this goes all the way back to 1961, and Jim Kelly, 86, as the only quarterbacks to throw for 250-plus yards, 3-plus touchdowns, and no interceptions in an NFL debut since 1950. The best thing about making this discovery is that Mullens handed the Raiders their ass in doing so. Raider fans, I've been looking for you on my social. Notice I said on my social media. You know, I used to come dropping in, talking smack. Where is you now? I knew it. You're where you belong, underneath the feet or the boots or the cleats of the 49ers. That's where you always been. It's where you go stay. You're going to Vegas. We ain't got nothing to do with you. We are the Kings of the Bay. We, the 49ers. Shut up. You don't know how much I've been waiting to say that. You know what I'm saying? It's just... Of course, today is about Nick Mullens' love. Also, we may as well do midseason grades, as I mentioned. One thing for sure is the 49ers have drafted a special tight end. And George Kittle, no doubt about it, is looking like the first skilled offensive player the 49ers have had Pro Bowl bound other than Kyle Juszczyk in years. You know, and you had Cap. Yeah, he was a Pro Bowler in most of our eyes. But you know what happened to Cap? He didn't go that year. We went to the Super Bowl that year is why. Juice made the Pro Bowl before coming in before the 49ers. All right, I know about it. The distinction there is that the fact that Kittle is homegrown. Looking at 49ers Pro Bowl candidates right now, you can assume Staley, who's going to get good grades today, who is having a solid season, will return to that classic. Don't be surprised if the NFL best run blocker, rookie Mike McGlinchey, isn't called in. You know, if anybody knows, it's the 49ers opponents of whom are fully aware of McGlinchey's ability to storm through defenses, leaving them in a heap. Yeah, so fans, you know what? His name is not out there enough, so he's probably not going to make it, but McGlinchey's been a bad dude for the run. Look at Matt Breida, and Mostert is just a man out of control. I'm so bothered that Mostert's not going to be able to stay with the situation. I want to know where Mostert was going with that. His confidence was getting crazy. He was getting cocky. I knew it. Oh, man. Oh, God. Things are coming up roses one step at a time, you know. You're going to George Kittle, you're going to Mostert coming out of nowhere. Matt Breida's already arrived. He could be a Pro Bowler. Well, we'll see. He may not have enough yards. I don't know. You know, it depends. Also, as I mentioned, George Kittle, of course, may be already a shoe-in along with Kyle Juszczyk. A use check. Don't, boy, because you know he's waiting to say, hey, Ronbo, man, his name is Juszczyk. He writes it out for me phonetically, dashes and everything. Richard Sherman, of course, has already made it just by scaring defenses to death. But can DeForest Buckner see his first year of a Pro Bowl honors in 2018? That would be 6'9" who's playing at a high enough level to garner respectable representation. You know, I've seen some things over here that made me laugh. I couldn't stop and help but laugh. Don't start talking playoffs, y'all. Come on now. You know, we gotta wait a minute. You know what, though? We've lost how many times this year? We're 2-7? Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice? Last year, everybody says, 49ers going to run the board. I said last year when Jimmy G came in, he won the first 2 or 3, right? I said, man, ain't no way, man. We're going to have to lose one. So, yeah, no. I'm not going to go crazy with that, but I do know Nick Mullens works harder than the average man. You heard about what they said about Nick, right? Nick goes out there, he's got the recorded play calling, right? Nick goes out. Nobody else out there but Nick. He's running the plays by himself. What kind of dedication is that? You're not in the game. It doesn't look like you're going to get in the game, but you still work your ass off. And when they call your number, you're ready. And Nick Mullens put on a friggin' show. I know people are saying it was the Raiders, man. Tom, you need to temper expectations from here on. I know, but I'm impressed with the fact that he came in there fully ready. I'm talking ready. I'm talking seriously ready. Nick, you can see it inside. He was taken apart from jump. First snap, knew right where he was going. Marquise Goodwin, boom, comes back. Another pass, a few runs, another pass. Third time, boom, his third pass is that run. And the first drive of the night, Touchdown, Niners! God damn. Ooh, but I meant, Nick, I was blown away. Oh, man. David said, right? Raider fans are salty, fist up high, faithful. Thanks, Dave. Oh, man. Anyway, let me go down through it. Say, hey. Yeah, Victor Bluefire, you don't like. We're not through with it yet, Victor. You'll be further impressed in a minute. So, sorry if it doesn't meet your standard. Let me see. Faze God, Victory, he just moved in. Thank you, Victory. Yeah. Let me see. Nick, Jeff Tan, it's funny. Nick Mullens is Patrick Mahomes' brother. K-Sir, what's up? Jose Zamora. Niners whipped the Raiders' ass. Damn sure they don't like. Nick would have destroyed Arizona. Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Had we had Nick the week before, we would be 3-6. There's no doubt about it. Nick would have beat hell out of the Cardinals.
I know that.
Damn. Hey, it sounds like my boy Rod. Rod, let me bring you in here right, man. I know. Say, Nick, Rod, I ain't been working it for days, man. That boy feels solid. Come on in, Rod.
Hey, man. Well, as always, it's good to hear your voice, man.
Oh, thanks, Rod. Same here. I'm delighted to hear yours, too, man. I've been looking for y'all, man. I've been missing out. I'm trying to build this place up real quick. I'm almost finished, too. But, Rod,
well, I'm
what's
just
up,
glad.
man?
I'm glad we ain't have to wait the whole November the 6th.
Oh, hell no. No. Hey, Rod.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Let me add on to you, though. Yeah, man. Nick Mullens, man, very impressive. Very impressive. I mean,
shocking.
Look, the Rod ain't too proud to say when he's wrong. I used to hear you cats all season, during the preseason talking about, this and that. And I'm like, man, what? We got Jimmy G's. What you guys talking about? You know what I'm saying? But seeing that, man, was seeing is believing. The boy got potential, but I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to overhype it.
Yeah,
I'm
gotta
not
be
gonna
careful.
do
We've learned a lesson on that.
Learned that lesson, man. For real. But I just say let's just keep it going, man. I got a lady that I talked to on Twitter. She's a radio personality. She started this trend. We're gonna call it Ride the Wave.
Yeah.
So we're gonna ride the wave for the remainder of this season. Let's see if we can beat Jimmy G's ending streak for the end of the season.
Damn, we got to win 7 games. Whew.
Hey, all I can say is this, man. Nick Mullens is on the clock. If Nick Mullens can finish this game, at least, let's say 5-1. I'm sorry, 6-1.
Yeah. That's it?
I say, man, it needs to be a challenge for the offseason. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It needs to be a challenge.
It will
There's no
be.
point in giving all that money away if we got a guy right now under an undrafted contract producing.
It's probably too late for that. But here's the thing. Last year, they said, this year, I think preseason I heard they were getting Nick ready for this year to compete against CJ for next year to make a decision. I believe, Rod, the competition's already started and decisions will have to be made. You know how much of a riot there'll be if they send Nick packing and keep CJ? And CJ, man, I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, I think Nick. I mean, CJ already knows.
Yeah.
He already knows.
He know.
So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
CJ, you got the guaranteed money because you was drafted. What was it, 3rd round?
I believe so, as I remember. Yeah.
But you know what they say.
Right. Yeah.
All that money not guaranteed money. So.
Yeah. You can't be sorry for 3 years.
I don't want to jump onto the Monday scene, but I got to ask you, Ronbo, because I'm the first one you call. I got to be the first one to bring it up. Bruce Irvin is no longer a Raider, bro.
Did they cut him? I thought they was going to trade
They
him or
cut
something.
Bruce Irvin. They cut him.
Gruden. If Lynch blows this one, because I seen Fowler is working with the Rams. If Kyle, oh come on, man, y'all got to pick him up, even if it ain't for nothing but 2 years.
You know, my biggest fear is them Falcons gonna try to get him. That's my biggest fear. You know, Dan Quinn.
Man,
They talked about him possibly coming over there the beginning of this season. Well, my bad, last season when he went over there. So
Rod,
that's my biggest fear. But man, if
Rod,
it's any way in hell we can get, if it's any way in hell we get Bruce Irvin, man, we need to sign that dude, man.
That would be so right. Because Rob, we got a minute to go. Give me your highest grades, real quick. Of the players this season, mid-season. Who you got grades on?
The best on the offensive side.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I can honestly say I'm gonna give it to McGlinchey.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to McGlinchey.
All right. How come?
As a rookie, I mean,
yeah. As a rookie,
he's solidifying that right side. He's doing his job, and on the defensive side, we talking about for the week or for the season?
For the season.
Okay. Well, my bad.
McGlinchey. I like McGlinchey. Even if you mean for the season, I like that because he's made it. That's why we got 2 good running backs, or 3.
Yeah, but the only reason I'm gonna take it back now is because I'm gonna have to go with the guy who's been the most consistent to me on offense. So
who's that?
Offensively, I'm gonna say for the season, I give my highest grade to George Kittle, hands down.
Yeah. All right. And real quick, your defense.
And on the defensive side, it's got to be DeForest, man.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yes, I agree with that. There you go. Kittle and Buckner
And
all the way to Pro Bowl.
And Eric Armstead showed up this last game.
Don't get me started. I'm telling y'all, man. I've been telling y'all. Hey, Rod, we got to go because we're trying to keep everybody in tonight. But, Rod, I'll look for you. Dang, man. I'm going to be back for the Sunday before the pregame. Yeah.
Since I got to go, man, send me out with a good Frank Sinatra ending.
There's a name I didn't expect.
Come on, baby.
Start spreading the news. Hey, Rod, I'll see you for the pregame, man. So we can talk about what the score gonna be.
Go catch up with you on Raw.
All right, man. Have a good night. Hey, it is right. It's Raw. It's tomorrow. What am I talking about? Raw. You're right, Rod. See you tomorrow. And we quickly zoom to Bashar. Bashar, I know you driving around, rolling your window down when you see a Raider walking down the street or riding down the street in his colors. Hey! Point at your hat. That was a good game, wasn't it? Oh, you mad?
Hey, you! Raiders suck!
Doesn't it feel good? I mean,
it feels great.
And you know, it's been such a wonderful last few days. We beat the Raiders. Rams lost tonight. I'm telling you, man, it's just a good thing.
Gotta love it, man.
I do.
I was telling people before the game, like, wow, if Nick Mullens beats the frickin' Raiders on Thursday Night Football, I'm just going to straight up laugh. And I've been laughing. I'm going to be laughing all year long because of this, man.
I can't find any Raiders right now online. I never see them online. Now they're just hiding out. Most of them are on suicide watch anyway.
They're gone with the win. Man, what a thing, though, for Mullens to get that tweet out from Brett Favre before the game and get the phone call on NFL Network Live right after the game. What a thing. Awesome.
Whew, man. We
gotta
may
love
have
stories
something.
like that, man.
I do. Man, we may have something, Bashar. I think that dude's going to keep on getting better. There's something to look at his eye, his determination. He ain't scared. And man, he's accurate. He thinks quick on his feet. He may have missed a couple, but for the most part, he is solid.
150 quarterback rating is freaking insane, dude.
It is 151.
That performance, I wouldn't have been able to ever guess that one and predict that one. That was just nuts. You know, I think Robert Saleh. I think Robert Saleh took a page out of Al Davis's book, you know, before the game because the other team's quarterback must go down and he must go down hard. 8 fucking sacks. 8 fucking sacks with our shitty ass pass rush and no edge rushers. How about that?
Hey, how many sacks did we have? I thought we had 6. 8?
8.
Damn, they were taking him down so fast. I missed a couple because I said I mentioned during the game I was tweeting 5 sacks. Who are these people? You know, and he was. We got 6. What? I was off. I said, damn. You know, so I'm man.
Cassius Marsh thought he was Lawrence Taylor out there, man. He was. I hate that kick, but he did that stupid kick, and then he started doing that dance, and everybody kept dancing the whole game. Buckner danced when he got a sack. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, guys, keep dancing. Dancing those bitch ass Raiders, because we own the fucking Bay. We're the original sports franchise in California. Raiders ain't shit. Go back to Las Vegas, you fucking gypsies.
Yes. Who? Hey, well said, gypsies. They can't stay nowhere 5 minutes. Yeah.
Nope. I'm loving this shit. I'm loving it. I'm watching every Raider fan to see me right now. Because I fuck you guys, man. You guys been trolling my Facebook for years and years and years. And I posted all those memes after the game. Your asses didn't say shit.
Man, see, that's what I'm saying. And when they made the playoffs, and I just did a number when they lost, they were on my ass like white on rice. Bashar, for a month. Man, you motherfuckers got a lot of nerve, man. Y'all didn't even make the playoffs. You didn't talk. Hey, man, you mad? That's all I can say. God, it feels good to take a shot at the Raider fans.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Kendrick Bourne getting that touchdown, and shout out to Big Show. I hope you like that Kendrick Bourne touchdown.
He owes me a shirt. Thank you.
And I need to see more.
That was excellent. I thought it was Show. I thought he snuck in on us. And Show, I understand somebody wrote down here, I don't know if it's accurate or not, but somebody wrote down here that Show is still campaigning to bring CJ back. Have you heard that?
Well, Big Show was. I don't want to rag out Big Show, man. He's thinking every quarterback that we have is better than Garoppolo, so I'm not going to go there.
Well, let's see. I know. Oh, here he comes, Big Show. Look at that, Bashard. I know you. Everybody knows you. You're gonna. If Nick Mullens wins this weekend, I think we could trade Jimmy Garoppolo and get a couple of first-round picks. Show, stop it. God.
And an update with McGlinchey's progress, because I had some Niner fan tell me that McGlinchey can only run block and he might be a bust because he can't pass block. Well, guess what? He's the 5th ranked by PFF. He's the 5th ranked offensive tackle in the whole league, and his pass blocking is ranked higher than Trenton Brown, and his run blocking is the best in the league. So
that's Pro Bowl. I'm telling you, that's Pro Bowl stuff. Hey, is he getting your top grade for the first half of the season?
For offense, it's a tie between him and Kittle, to be honest with you.
I know, it's hard to separate because Kittle's having a Pro Bowl year as well. Mm-hmm. All right, who you got on defense?
I'd say Sherman. He's been locking people down like crazy.
I know, right? You can't deny it, Rich. Yeah, I know.
And how about that catch by Kittle? One-handed and the throw. Whoa, you look like Jimmy on that throw.
That boy's second year, too, Bashar. I think we got an all-pro for days as long as he can stay healthy.
That play was so beautiful, so gorgeous. It just is such a remarkable play. The whole nation got to see it, and it happened against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Bashar, I'm going to go, man. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to be looking for you tomorrow night.
Hey, one more thing. I get jealous whenever you sing Mahoney's name. Just try to sing my name some way, somehow when you close us out, please.
Let me make a note of that. I'll have something ready tomorrow. Get back here tomorrow.
All right, man. That's all day, baby. Now have fan club, not an empire. Peace.
Yeah. Oh, man. And we go to Psycho Sid. Sid.
What's up, Ronbo?
Sid, it's hard to come down off of this high, man. I've been high since Thursday night. people are asking me what my problem is because I couldn't relax, jumping around, driving down. People won't ride in the car with me anymore because when I'm driving down the street, I'm honking the horn, I'm running through things and going crazy. Man, hey, Ronbo, man, hey, let me out right here, man. I'll see you at the house, all right? Man, you need to get a grip, man. Y'all ain't won but 2 games. I don't care. It was one of them was the Raiders.
Ronbo, I live in Austin, Texas, so I'm the only 49er fan I know down here. But
I know.
At my place of work, there is one Raider fan, a diehard Raider fan. And when the schedule was released, he said whoever loses will have to wear the other team's colors. Ronbo on Friday, the sweetest thing, he came in with I gave him a 49ers jersey. He came in wearing that Rudolph Foster. Oh, Ronbo, it was the greatest moment of my life.
That's a plausible stuff. And he's a Raider fan, is that right? He's the only Raider fan that's around, and he's talking. Yeah. Ooh-wee.
Oh, he talks to us every week, even if we're losing. He was like, "Oh, y'all are even worse than us," and I was like, "Okay, all right." Yeah. And then when Nick Mullens got announced the starter, he said, "Oh, give me an easy win." I'm like, "Oh, Nick, I'm gonna need you." Nick, I made that man eat his words so fast. And Ronbo, this week can only be topped even better with all the Cowboys fans around me. If the Cowboys just get mud stomped tomorrow night,
man.
Ronbo, the cherry on top of a perfect week.
Ain't it? It doesn't get any better than this. And as I say, the Rams lost a little while ago. They don't know what happened and why.
Seahawks
lost. Said the Chargers beat that butt. So I was starting to think the Chargers, man, and the Raiders, the Seahawks might be beatable. I was thinking last week, man, ain't no way in the hell we're going to beat. But with Nick at night, I don't know, man. Anything may be possible. Let me see what it looks like against the Giants. Because the Giants have a better defense? Everybody has a better defense than the Raiders. But is it so much better?
The Giants' offense is so bad that Nick's going to get the ball a lot with great field position.
Yeah.
And he's going to have great chances to do, even if if he doesn't have to get, big plays at all. He's going to, that Giants' offense, I don't know if you've seen it, Ronbo. If you thought the Raiders' offensive line was bad, oh my goodness. We finished with 8 sacks, is that what he said?
Yeah, it's 8. I thought we only had 6. 8. I missed a couple. Will we be able to take Manning down at the same speed? He hasn't got the mobility that Derek's got. You may have a right point there.
They have the worst offensive line in the NFL, so
And you ain't got a mobile quarterback and you got a bad offensive line. I blame the Giants front office for that. Russell Wilson is one thing because he can get away. But Eli can't run. I believe you're right. I believe a whooping is coming next Monday night with Nick. I'm going to do that.
2 primetime games for him to show the whole world his stuff. Ronbo, his first 2 games will be primetime. And if he puts on a show against the Giants, Ronbo, I know this is speaking into the future.
Go ahead.
But if he does well this season, we're going to have a great situation. Even though we have 2 good quarterbacks, let's say he does play well, right. Ronbo, that's a great problem to have.
I know.
That's a great problem to have.
Are we going to have a quarterback controversy starting next? Because, Nick's will make everybody fall in love with him between now and the end of the season. Don't let him pull off 7 or 8 wins. Because, then everybody will be clamoring, hey, we love the pretty guy, but still, Nick is a bad dude.
All this will do will make CJ play better because he's gonna. There's my job's on the line.
No, CJ's job's on the line come next Monday night. If Nick at night does a job on the Giants, ain't nobody gonna care about the offensive line of the Giants. They're gonna say, Scout, this is all your fault. You should have had Nick in there in the first place. You know that's coming, don't you?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah. Hey, 1 minute to go, Sid. Give me some grades. Who's your best offensive player in the first half of the season?
All right, offense it's between, I'm gonna say Kittle, obviously, but the other one I think people sleep on is Weston Richburg. Has been such an anchor for that offensive line.
That's
Weston
true.
Richburg has him being able to swing both ways on the one game, you see him swinging a lot and just holding it down. Because we don't get a lot of pressure up the middle.
And that lunge block he does? Man.
I'll say between that.
All right. You know what? We should probably put the whole offensive line as one unit because they're all doing a job. Even Persons. Persons he gets beat up, but man, the dude is just tough. And you already know about McGlinchey. Tomlinson is doing a great job as well. Who's your best defensive player?
Man, defense. You have to go with Uncle Sherm. Man, if Fred Warner would have kept his rate of speed going, it would have been. But I have to give it to Sherm. Fred Warner, I'd say second, and like right up there with Buckner. But I got to give it to Sherm just because he's been locking up.
All right.
And I've heard people saying, "Oh, all right, Ronbo."
I tell you what, because all right, fam. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. All yeah. Right. You know what we might do? I think I might change this to give me your best offensive veteran and your best offensive rookie. And same with defense, because it makes it too hard. Offensive line should be almost considered one, because them boys been doing work this year. Whew, man, they've been doing work. DeMille out of Bama. DeMille.
What's up, Ronbo?
Man, DeMille, I'm telling you, man, I'm trying to figure out, during the Super Bowl, before the Super Bowl, I was like the same feeling. I was all excited. I told you, and like you said, in Bama, you don't hate the Raiders as bad as folks in California do. So you got to understand, the hate runs so deep. I'm talking to the bone. If they would, DeMille, I would have been like a basket case for the rest of the season had the Raiders beat us. I don't even know if I would have been able to survive that. I mean, now every time you see a Raider fan, hey, you a 49er fan? Do what he used to say on the hat, stupid. Oh, you got an attitude. Yeah, I got an attitude. What's wrong, man? What? And then he went into his spiel. I got mad. Man, it's a good time.
Ronbo, what you talking about? Let me first say this first and foremost. It is awesome to have you back.
Thanks, man.
That Thursday night, we as 49er fans were relegated to listening to the sarcasm of Joe Buck the entire game, and that was extremely difficult. Because what I do when I'm watching a 49ers game, I don't mute it all the way. I just kind of turn it down, but I'm listening to you, for the whole game. And so,
awesome.
But thanks, man, if you know anything about Joe Buck, this guy is so sarcastic. I mean, he opens the game with something like, well, between the Oakland Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers, they've got something in common. They've only got 2 wins. And I'm like, I don't need to hear that.
Thanks, Joe. That. Yeah, I've heard about, people talk about Joe Buck. I saw him all over Twitter. Joe Buck gets a lot of attention. Boy, because he's Joe's got problems.
I just think, we as 49er fans, we need to get on our knees and thank our lucky stars that we have you, because
I thought you were going to say,
I'm telling you.
I thought you were going to mention Nick Mullens anyway. Thanks.
Well, I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. But I just had to give you your props first, because I'm telling you, watching a game without you, man, it's rough. But yeah. So Nick Mullens. So here's something pretty cool. And I don't really give Alabama a whole lot of props. You know that.
I know this. Yes.
This kid is from my hometown. He's from I'm in Birmingham. He's from Birmingham. And actually where he went to school, he went to Spain Park High School. That's just 6 miles away from where I work. So that's pretty cool, just seeing that there's like an actual hometown guy leading the team that I eat, drink, sleep about, all the time. That's really, really cool.
Well, I just realized, because
really
a lot of guys going to Bama are from out of town. That's right. Yeah.
And so I got to say, I was just really impressed with him. I didn't really know. I knew that we had him on our roster as a backup to CJ, but I was just really impressed with the way how he handled himself, Right. I mean, you could say, it was the Raiders, but still, this was his first NFL game on a primetime stage with all the lights, all the attention, and that was pretty cool. I'm really impressed. And now, what I will say this, now, like Rod said, I'm not going to make the mistake
let's not get excited.
Jumping all in. I'm going to, what I'm going to do, Ronbo? I'm going to appreciate what he's done and take it at face value.
Yes.
He's done, for one game, he's done an outstanding job, and I can really appreciate that.
Right.
Now, with that said, I don't want to see C.J. Beathard anymore right now. I'm done with C.J. I don't need to see him anymore. I really don't.
You know, Mullens just looks, that look in his face when he's playing. I just appreciate that eye of the tiger. He will not be denied. He keeps coming at you. C.J. looks like, I hope this works. You know, I need this.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that you can appreciate about this kid is you can see the confidence in his eyes, Ronbo.
Yes.
You know, and you can't coach that. You cannot coach that. That's something that you were born with.
Yeah.
You know, that is in your DNA. When you've got that eye of the tiger in you, you can't coach that at all.
A little bit of cockiness. So, DeMille, you know what?
Yeah.
We're going to continue with tomorrow, but listen, give me your favorite rookie and veteran first half of the season. Who's getting the highest votes from you?
Favorite rookie, George Kittle is not a rookie anymore. This is his second season. I would go with him,
but he can go with the vet.
So, I got to go with Kittle. Then, as his favorite offensive, I'd have to go with Kittle.
All right.
Defensive, I got to go with Sherman. I mean, he's locking down the field. Ain't nobody testing him. You know, and that speaks for itself right there. You know.
How about your second, third, fourth year players as far as defense? Who gets that grade?
Second or third year defensive
anybody beyond rookie?
Yeah, I mean, I got to go. You know, DeForest Buckner. You know, he's doing really well. It's hard to not
give him the nod. That's true.
You know, and you got to.
But you gave Sherman. All right, that was defense. Sherman's already a vet too. I think I'm looking for a rookie defender. Who's your favorite rookie defender?
Favorite rookie defender. See, I got a favorite offensive.
Yeah, give me, because you didn't give me, because I said rookie and player that's been around for a while, meaning over a rookie status. But, okay, you got Sherman as your vet. Who's your rookie defender?
Rookie has got to be McGlinchey. You know,
that's offense.
That
Offense, okay.
Yeah, on the offensive side.
All right. Defense?
Now, defensive side, let me think. Defensive rookie. Who is really holding it down right now? There's nobody, as far as a rookie is concerned, I can't really go with anybody right now that's just jumping out at me. Not on the defensive side. Now, if you would have said last year, I'd say, okay, you know, Ruben, you know, but
Ruben didn't this year.
Third year.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So. All right, DeMille, I look for you tomorrow night on Raw, okay?
Oh, hey, Fred Warner.
I was getting ready to say, I don't want to influence the vote. I was going to say, you know, Fred Warner's had a pretty good year. So, yeah, okay. People forget about Fred.
My bad.
No problem. All right, DeMille, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Let's swing on over to Will right quick. Hey, Will!
Ronbo!
Will! Still partying over Thursday night, man, you know, because I didn't get a chance to talk and see what's up with y'all, man. But, man, this is going to be – we could ride this high until next Monday night. Raiders! Raider fans out there, I just want to send a shout-out to you. We love you.
Well, first off, I want to go by saying to the Rams, ha ha.
The Rams made a comeback. I was kind of impressed, mad but impressed.
Yeah, man. But Nick Mullens, man, that dude looking good, man. Hey, I ain't trying to overhype or anything, but I really believe Nick Mullens needs to go on and play all the way out through the season, man. Until he has a shake up or anything, just let him continue to play. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, it's not rocket science, man. Continue to play that, man. He got a hot hand right now.
That's it, you know. And he looked like DeMille was just pointing. I got that look in his face like, I know what I'm doing. Get out the way. Just do as I tell you to do. Did you see when Richie James missed that touchdown? He knew he had a touchdown if Richie James makes that pick. The camera went on him. His mouth just... It's all these bad words. It's, oh, Nick Mullens, man. Now, that's the kind of attitude I'm talking about. You ain't got to be nice to them dudes every time you come back to the huddle. All right, come here. Go ahead, relax. I'm going back to you a second time. You can tell him that, but don't be too cool about dudes missing touchdowns. Richie James can do better than that. Give him a lot of hell behind that drop. Ooh, God.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you can tell when you look at Nick Mullens, man. You see his face. It's like it shows a lot of authority. It shows a lot of passion. You know, usually, you know, when you see Jimmy G or CJ throw a ball to a receiver and they drop it, they just tilt their head back, like, But but just like when Richard James dropped that ball,
he was mad.
Nick was like, God damn it!
That's intensity. I like that kind of intensity. I don't care the camera's on you or not. You ain't got to be cool for that camera. Whatever you're feeling, let it out. And when they get back to the huddle, hey, you drop one. Let's go. Oh.
Yeah, man, I love that. Did you know that Nick Mullens only had a few followers on his account, but then by halftime he was verified by Twitter?
Yeah. Got a little blue check put on him and everything else. I mean, nobody's paying no attention to Nick. All of a sudden, he's like Cinderella at the ball. Boy, hit him with a magic wand.
Yeah.
God,
hey, Ronbo.
Yo.
Hey, Ronbo.
I'm listening.
Hey, I want to ask you something. Did you see something that I saw that night coming from the edge?
Oh, and we ain't said enough about it, have we? Who the hell was that out there playing defense?
Dakota Watson.
Oh, yes.
Dakota Watson.
What position was Dakota playing?
Edge.
He
was playing edge.
Right, because Dakota, he wasn't coming off the. Yeah, because Smith was over there on the Sam. Oh,
yep. Dakota was playing edge, and I'm talking about pushing linemen all the way back, like toys.
He's a strong
dude. That's what helped the D line get those sacks that night. Dakota Watson, man,
was creating hell coming off that edge.
I believe we found one. All we need now is try to get Bruce Irvin on the other side if we can get him. I don't know if John Lee's gonna call the Raiders or not, but
you're not gonna get him. You're not gonna get Irvin over there because they already got Solomon T over there going along with. I don't know if anybody's gonna make Ronnie Blair on the for real. Ronnie Blair should be starting over Solomon.
Oh yeah, of course.
I love Solomon, but Blair is just a bad man. Whew, man, you put him and Dakota Watson on the field at the same time. Our quarterback is going down. Oh, before we run out of time, give me your favorite offensive. Give me your rookie and your guy that's been there for a while. Give me your defense, same thing, real quick.
Offense, I'm just going to go ahead and say Nick Mullens off top. Nick Mullens. Right. I'm just going to go ahead and just say
Nick considered off? Is he considered a rookie? Kind of. All right. How about your veteran on offense?
Veteran?
Anybody that's not a first-year player.
Sherman. Ain't nobody don't know.
No, that's offense. I mean, that's defense. Okay. Yeah. Sherman can be one.
You talking about?
Yeah, I was saying, give me your rookie.
You talking about veteran?
Anybody that's not a rookie. Defender.
Oh, that's not a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
A defender?
Yeah, because you already gave me Richard Sherman. Give me your rookie defender, if you have one.
Rookie defender. Fred won.
Fred's gonna win this easy, huh? And you gave me offense. Who'd you like? You like
Nick? Yeah, Nick.
Nick, you got Nick. All right, and you need a rookie because Nick's not a rookie.
Oh, he's not? Oh, rookie.
He's second year.
Mike McGlinchey.
There you go. All right. McGlinchey's getting all the votes tonight. All right, fam.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to see you tomorrow, okay?
All right, man. Take it easy, man.
Thanks, Will. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, by the way, be thinking of your rookie and anybody that's not a rookie. That means any second-year player, third-year player, all good. You know, defense, same thing. Rookie, vet. And when I say vet, I mean anybody that's not a rookie. Hey, curious me. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, fam. Welcome back, Brother Ronbo, Mod Squad, the 49er Faithful Fams. Our prayers were answered. Quick Nick was sent to us. We got to get together and pray, especially after the Giants game. We had the Niner Empire prayer. Boy, I was write a prayer up, boy. And figure this people, repent can lead to prayer. Repent, too. Jesus. Repent, come on, man.
What's up, Ronbo, man? Long time no see, man.
Oh, man, it's just, it's so good to not have to listen to Raider fans. And the thing is, repent, I'm above all that. I don't go to Raider fan sites and threads and say little nasty, obnoxious things. I said, I expected to beat you guys. When they go, because they're not even hanging around on my thread. I used to have to spray for Raider fans like you do for roaches. Every time I'd start a thread, here come the Raider fans. Nobody's even talking to them, right? Here they come with their input. Nobody asked for it. And they're just picking on other people in the thread, starting fights. We don't have to put up with any of that. Yes! Repent. Yeah. What's on your mind?
Yeah, man. I was so happy about the win, man. And beating up on the Raiders, it got kind of sad at the end of the game, man. Like, I saw Raider fans just sitting in the stand, just quiet. They just look bored, you know what I'm saying? And I see John Gruden cussing out his defensive coordinator, and I'm just like, this is like, we wanted a beat down, but this is like depressing. Golly.
Even for us.
I know. I was like, I don't think this is what we wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? So, but
it's a good point.
I will say this, Ronbo. I'm so happy the Niners made, got a win together, because I'm one of those guys, and I hope the, Niner Empire understands this, man. I'm one of those guys that used to think, okay, let's go after a top draft pick, man. But I'll tell you this, after seeing the Browns going through this, having multiple draft picks, for 4 or 5 years in a row now, that stuff isn't working, you guys.
No.
You know what works? Winning.
Yes.
Winning is the formula, man. And Ronbo, I will say this, man, like, I saw something in Nick Mullens in the preseason matchups, I saw him, get rid of that ball quickly. He was able to make quick decisions. And most of all, Ronbo, I saw a guy that, had a chip on his shoulder. He doesn't have the NFL pedigree, family history, and he came in, honestly, just unnoticed and unknown, and had to prove himself, and my goodness, how can you not love a guy like that? You know what I'm saying?
I do love him. Yeah. Undrafted. Ole Miss. Breaking records. No draft. What?
And Steve Ronbo, I'm going to get on Kyle Shanahan about this, man. He's got to be able to make some better coaching decisions, You got Beathard, who was struggling. He had a couple good games, don't get me wrong, but he was struggling against the Arizona Cardinals. He couldn't do jack nothing, okay? And then you come back and start him again against the Cardinals? It's like, come on now, man. So I really, I really hope, and I'm sure, Mullens is going to start, but the Niners need to get some wins, man. Honestly, for me, I'm looking for Shanahan to be able to make something out of this season. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, honestly, if you look at the schedule, Ronbo, we got maybe one or two games.
Yeah.
That honestly we could say we might lose, but a lot of them are winnable, man.
Yes. That's why it was important to win games in the first half of the season. The second half of the season is a cakewalk, especially if Jimmy G and it would have been. Okay, it's too late. But anyway, go ahead.
But I will say, let's be accurate about Mullens. I do see potential in him. He's still going to have some growth. But, this guy could be, maybe a year away or a year or two away from actually becoming a bona fide starter, in my opinion. And it may sound crazy, but you do see something in his release. That throw he had to Kittle down the middle,
threaded
that was a tight window.
Tight. Yes.
That was a tight window. And you know what it's like, Ronbo. You need a quarterback who's not afraid to throw the ball, man. And that's the difference between Beathard and Mullens right now.
Yeah. So before we repent, we're gonna cut it. But listen, give me your favorite rookie and second year, third year player, whatever, offensively that you think deserves the highest grade.
Well, when you see McGlinchey finish a 50-yard block on that touchdown against the Raiders, man. I mean, honestly, when I watched the replay, I wasn't watching Mostert, even though he was impressive. I'm watching McGlinchey. I'm like, what in the world is that?
Bam, bam. Get out the way. I like his attitude.
You got Fred Warner on defense, and as far as, second-year player, man, that dude Kittle, man, I wish he had more players around him. He's a pretty dangerous player.
Yeah. How about defense?
I'm so impressed by Richard Sherman. I'm so impressed with Richard Sherman. I will say this, Ronbo. I wish he would have been on a different team, honestly. I wish he would have gone to a team that would have appreciated his high elite play and being able to go somewhere where he can go, maybe go to the playoffs right before his years. And I've seen him too many times after them losing, just walk off to the sideline, just disappointed, man.
I know. His next year, I think next year it's gonna be all right for him. All right, Repent, we're gonna go. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm looking for you tomorrow night, okay? Appreciate you getting back in here too. All right, man.
I know, man. I gotta get back in there, Ronbo. You guys have a good night.
You too. Okay. Yeah, you know what? And Repent brings up something. Man, that block, McGlinchey, even the guys in the booth. 49ers, Mike McGlinchey was running down the field as far as Mostert was. When you imagine Mike McGlinchey gets crazy out there. The more he gets used to the NFL, look for that to be a habit. McGlinchey will block a man 30 and 40 yards down the field. What kind of stamina, strength, and energy has that dude got? What is he having for breakfast? Nighthawk!
What's up, Rambo?
Nighthawk snaps, man. I'm talking about Vegas Raiders. We don't have to call them the Oakland Raiders anymore. We just call them the Vegas Raiders. We don't have to have any more respect, even though we didn't. But we don't have to have any respect for them now.
Nick made everybody look good.
I know, man. Nick is. I love this.
Gashar. He got one touchdown. He couldn't catch the ball. Now he can.
I know. Nighthawk, this is an interesting picture you got going on tonight. You have the light hitting you just in two places on your face, but you don't change it. I'm loving it. You look like a dangerous man. But Nighthawk, hey, what were you saying about? You know what? What were you saying though about who got two catches?
Gashar, the guy who always dropped the ball.
The one who almost was in trade rumors the few days before. All of a sudden, Garcon, they go trade me? Y'all go trade me? Okay, wait. Let me play. Coach, don't do it. Let me stay here one more game.
Nick make everybody look good.
Got to get rid of the ball quick. And Nick does that. And so your receiver doesn't get hung up. Catch him in stride. When he comes out of that break, that ball should be there waiting on him.
I'm telling you, man, the defense raked up too. After Nick raked up, he helped the defense raked up too.
How many points did the Raiders get that night?
Only 3 points.
3 points! And it was lucky to get that. Defense came out ready to play. Hey, we got a new edge rusher. Man.
Nick make the defense.
They can stay seated. We got a new edge rusher. Dakota Watson, I did hear his name all night. I was, for some reason, thinking he was coming off the Sam. Dakota was coming off the edge.
That defense got 7 Shaq.
Okay, we have to get a consensus on this now. I thought we had 6, and Bashar said we had 8, and now you're saying we have 7?
No, I think it was 8. Yeah, it was 8. Yep, it was 8.
You might be. I don't know, because I thought it was 6.
It was 8. I mean, that quarterback got sacked too many times, too.
Man, I tell you, as a matter of fact, Dakota Watson, no, he was one creating the you got to bring hell off that edge in order for the interior guys to be able to work. Let me see. I'm saying. No, you're right. It's 7. You're right, Bashar. Bashar had 8. It was 7 sacks. Watson had 1.5. Cassius Marsh was on fire. I knew 2.5.
The one who cast the ball with one hand, he did good too.
Kittle? Yeah. Buckner had 1. Ronnie Blair. I thought Ronnie Blair had 2. They must have took 1 away from him. Blair had 1.
I'm impressed with Nick. Nick, when he came out the ball, he let the ball go.
With no fooling around. Nick made a decision and went with it. So you got to don't be hesitating out there. That's how you get sacked. Get rid of the damn
he
ball.
got the fast release. I said, damn.
Because he knows where he's going. He probably knew where he was going when the ball got snapped. You know
what? I wish we had him against the Cardinals.
Oh, I know everybody's saying that. It's so sad, man. But we had to find out some kind of way. Now we know who's who. Nick got his chance. He rose to the top. We can't get too excited. We got to wait a couple more games. If Nick wins against the Giants, we can get a little more excited. Because as bad as the Giants is.
I was hoping that you come on Thursday.
Oh, I was trying. I couldn't get finished. I was moving from one place to another. You know how that goes.
Because I want to see your reaction.
It was crazy, man. I'm going to tell you. Because the thing is, I was on Twitter going nuts and flying around the house. Hey, let me see. I want to see Eric Arm said, what is this category? You're saying sacks, is it? No, this is something else. Oh, yeah. Not very good. Yeah. Anyway, that game was too much fun.
Before I go, I'm not going. I would be surprised if we go 9-7.
Okay, maybe you should wait a couple of games though, Nighthawk. Don't get your feelings hurt. Nighthawk, hey, real quick, Nighthawk, give me your favorite offensive player this year.
I'm going with the receiver. What's his name? I always forget the receiver name.
You a veteran?
No, the rookie.
Rookie receiver, Dante?
Yeah.
All right. Because he's only rookie receiver. Dante or Richie James. Richie James had a good game the other day, though. Yeah, except for that one drop.
James, I'm impressed with him. He's my rookie of the year.
How about a veteran? Who's your favorite vet? Defense.
It was, what's his name?
Richard Sherman?
It was a Sherman.
Yeah. All right. Nighthawk, all right. I'm going to look for you tomorrow night, Nighthawk. All right?
Okay. Nighthawk is out. Before you go, can you give me a shout out? I'm out.
Put it, Nighthawk. Nighthawk. See you tomorrow. Boy. Victor. Ricardo!
What's up, Ronbo?
Man, Ricardo, man, I'm just sitting back here bathing and basking in the glory of the Raiders' misery, man. I was so worried about that game before we went into it, man. Because I can't stand a Raider, right? So I'm saying now I have to lose to the Raiders because we ain't got our players all hurt and beat up and gone. I got half a team running around out there. Raiders go beat our ass up and down the field. I was thinking that before the game started. I was hoping for a miracle. Got it. Ricardo, we beat the Raiders' butt from beginning to end. Love it. Beat them up. 7 sacks.
I feel you on that one, Ronbo. And first thing I want to start off with is, man, I was waiting for your post-game gathering at least because I know you didn't have it live during the game, and I was like, oh man, I want to hear what Ronbo has to say.
Oh man, I tell you, I wanted to come in too. I was making a change from one place to another. I was working as fast as I could. We couldn't get it done. I was so mad. But yeah, Ricardo.
Yeah, I was about to start posting missing signs all over town. Like, where's Ronbo?
You better put a manhunt out for me. Thanks, Ricardo, man. I really appreciate that. But Ricardo, your feelings on now being the king of the Bay.
And we knew that that was something that should have never left our throne. We should have never left the throne, you know?
Amen. Telling Raider fans that forever. Man, we've always been the king of the Bay. You guys won 1 game out of 5. We won 4 out of 5 times. The last 5 meetings. 4 of them.
Yep, and the last one, we kicked your ass right out of the Bay.
That's the best part. Take this L with you. Bam! Get your butt out of here. Whew, gotta love it.
Yeah, they were moving on that first drive. On that first drive they were moving the ball down pretty quick. I was like, oh, okay, let's right now it's gonna be one of those kind of games where I don't have to worry about the defense and the secondary. But we after that, it was just once we came on the field and drove and got that touchdown, they showed the Raiders sideline and they were like, damn, that was quick. That was like 4 or 5 plays and they already got in there.
And there wasn't nothing they could do about it. Oh,
my whole family except me.
Yeah.
Everybody, every single last one of them is a Raider fan. So,
that makes it
so
sweet.
I was the only Niner fan right there sitting down. The only one getting up and going, yeah.
I couldn't even get I got all kind of relatives Raider fans too. I kept calling, they wouldn't answer the phone. It was like they took the line, even the landline, they took the phone off the hook, all get buzz, buzz, buzz. So I texted them. They wouldn't even get back to me on my text messages.
Nope. And yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I really enjoyed how the offense was just. I don't know what it is with CJ. I don't know, like, why can't he do that? Like, we were opening it up, and I just see how how they were using Nick Mullens in the play action, and he was rolling out, and he had all day to throw. He could sit back there, sit down, sip a little bit of water, and he'd still have enough time to get that ball out.
See, that's why he's a lot better than CJ because he had command. Whew.
And unfortunately. Yeah, he is. I'd rather hear that talent come from the 3rd round than undrafted, but
yeah,
hey.
I tell you but you know what? There's mistakes made every year. It was a mistake not to take Mullens. This dude had all the records from a credible football school, and he didn't get in. No, not even 1 draft. That's strange. 49ers took the right move. Hey, before we go though, let me get your favorite rookie and your favorite veteran offensively this year so far.
My favorite veteran from the offense has to be between Breda and McGlinchey because I seen the Breda last year. To where
McGlinchey's a rookie though.
Came out and I was surprised. Oh yeah, sorry, veteran. You said right? Okay, yeah. So Breda's the guy.
And who'd be your top rookie offensively?
Top rookie. Man, it had to be McGlinchey. He's the only one being very solid through the whole year.
That's true, huh? That's too easy, huh? Hey, defense. Give me a rookie and your veteran player.
All right, my veteran, I know everybody's saying Sherman, and I commend him too because you have him shutting down one side of the field every game. Doesn't matter who it is. But I got to give it to DeForest Buckner for sitting there and getting double team every game and still having the stats he does.
There you go. All right. Any defensive rookies? You got?
Yeah, defensive rookie. I'd have to give it to. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Fred Warner because you know what? I thought Reuben Foster was going to have more tackles for loss and everything than he would. But you know what? He stood up and he solid. You don't have to worry about him getting injured. He's up every game, ready to play every day. So. He deserves that commendment.
There you go. All right. Ricardo, I'm going to be back tomorrow night, man. Good stuff. All right?
All right, Ronbo, you have a great night.
You too, fam. Have a good night. Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you.
And when I think about asking that question about your favorite rookie and your favorite second-year, third-year player and veteran, There's actually only two answers, isn't there? If you have another one, let me know. I'm leaning. I really like what I'm seeing in Breda offensively as well, as far as second-year player. You know, you can't dismiss Joe Staley. Joe Staley's also doing a great job this year offensively as far as the offensive lineman. Man, there's a few guys that are doing, and McGlinchey, of course, and nobody said anything about Kyle Juszczyk, who's also having another solid year, and he did pretty good even with CJ. I got a feeling he's going to excel the more Nick works with him, because you remember Nick's not getting as many snaps as CJ every week. Nick's out there like they said. He gets the recording from the plays called during the game. He goes out by himself. They should film a commercial on it. Just under the lights, you see one guy out there. Nobody's around him. He's out there faking. He's throwing ghost balls. Giving himself a head, getting back to the huddle. He's not talking to anybody, but he's reenacting the entire game. That's dedication. Nick Mullens, you are special. Hey, let's go. Hey, Rev!
Ronbo.
Yeah, Rev. Man. Tell you.
Well, let me get this out.
Right.
Let me get this out right now. Shout out to the Red and Gold.
Yeah.
Family worldwide.
Yeah.
24/7, 365. Ronbo, I'm gonna get this off my chest. I was hurt because, you know, we've been missing you for so long. Don't do that shit again.
Rev, I promise not to do that again. I was mad as hell too. Watching Ronbo, you can't miss the Raider game. No. So I promise that ain't happening no more.
I definitely want to give a special shout out to the 49ers coming out and playing very good football. I understand it's the Raiders, you know, fuck them, you know, it is what it is. But we played solid from offense to defense to special teams. We played a very good game. Mm-hmm. I wish we could have done that at the start of the season.
Reb.
To answer your question, as far as my favorites, I'm a double it up by saying on offense, I'm truly impressed with Matt Breda, even though he's so banged up. But the boy is so hurt, but he gives us his best every single game,
and still
grinds it. And I have to give him the utmost respect. McGlinchey, he's everything that I see in the offensive lineman. I mean, he's good. He's real good. I'm impressed with that. Defensively, there's a couple stars on defense that catch my attention very well. I'm loving Blair. I love his ability to disrupt.
What? God, he's good.
He's definitely getting noticed. Marsh, Cassius Marsh.
Yeah.
With the Chuck Norris roundhouse going on.
I love that he does that. Bashar doesn't like that kid. I love that kid.
But Marsh steps up in key moments. He really does. Warner shines very good. But as far as defensive overall, I'm definitely going to give Uncle Sherman's props.
Got to.
And when he goes to the sideline, he does more talking, coaching, and mentoring than like, hey, what the fuck you doing? Or that's not what you're supposed to do. Like, I can see the respect from the other guys when he's talking. You see what I'm saying? We just need to get more. We just need to get more veteran presence on this team, and we'll be all right. A special shout out to Nick Mullens, a.k.a. Mr. Smooth, a.k.a. he won't scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, this boy came in calm, cool, collect. He was throwing every pass that he threw. I literally sat here when I was watching the game with my peeps, and I was like, C.J. Beathard didn't even see Pierre Garçon wide open. He couldn't make that throw.
I mean, really,
but Mullens
large
did.
And in charge.
Mullens, he came in with confidence, and I like that. I really, really like that. The kid came in with confidence. Let it ride out. Let him just ride this last part of the season out. You know, I'm not expecting, you know, whatever, but I like how he wants to be confident and he wants to win. So whatever we can do right now to get some W's, I'm all for it. I'm glad that we beat the brakes off the Raiders, send their little punk tails to damn Las Vegas.
So they could shut
that was a beat down.
Yes.
Literally. Like, don't say nothing to me whatsoever if you're a Raider fan. Like, I don't even want to hear it. So today felt good. The lamb chops lost. The fuck out of fuck chops lost. So
That's
the
right.
Niners won. So, but yeah, just we're just going to take it a game at a time. That's all we can do. We're going to build. I'm hoping and praying come off season, Lynch makes some hungry money power moves, because seeing these boys play the way that they played and the level that they played, that can happen the start of next season. I see it coming. I see it coming. So, but just get rid of Saleh, though. Like, get rid of Robert Saleh. I don't care. Just get rid of him.
Whoa. Rev, that was Robert Saleh's defense out there the other day.
Yeah, but still get rid of him. Still get rid of him. Still get rid of him. His scheme. Just get rid of him. That scheme does not work anymore.
You may be changing your mind, though. If that defense continues to look like they did this past week, I know it was the Raiders, but they look like that for another 2 games, Rev, I think you're going to have to get used to Robert Saleh.
You know what? To be honest with you, I don't want to, but it is what it is. I'm just not a fan of the team. It's too many weaknesses. So that's just me. The defensive minded that I have is just nah. But it is what it is. We got to win, Ronbo.
We do.
But just don't leave us like that again.
I promise, Rev.
Like, I understand you got to move and stuff like that. But when we need Ronbo, especially, I was like, yo, we need Ronbo, because I'm so used to seeing the icon pop on the phone that says we're on live in 10 minutes. Look, I didn't see it on the phone, so I got mad. I almost sent you a tweet like, man, I don't like you right now.
I wanted to be able to, Rev. Right, Rev, I'll be back tomorrow night. This is a promise, but I'll be looking for you, all right?
Monday Night Raw, Nature Boy, holla at your boy.
Woo!
Woo! All right, Ronbo.
Night, Rev. Oh, man. Oh, it's Linwood. Linwood, hey, you and me were talking on Twitter that night, weren't we?
No, not on Twitter, because I don't have a Twitter account. I've never been on Twitter.
Somewhere, unless somebody else is using your name. Were you on social media that night?
No, I don't do social media. I think that stuff ruins the nation, Ronbo. I don't have a Facebook account, Twitter account, or none of the above.
Well, you're right.
But I have a Ronbo account.
No, really. Social media, it is shaping our lives in a way that isn't always good. You're right. But somebody else is using Linwood. I thought it was you, actually. The dude, I didn't realize he wasn't as witty as this Linwood. So I should have known it was a fake. Linwood!
And that you should have, Ronbo, because if anybody could, Lynn would.
You see what I mean? Linwood! One thing that stands out above everything else on the planet right now is the Raiders have been humbled. And I've not seen them like that in years. Oh, I'm so loving.
Oh, and it was a great day. It was a great day, Ronbo.
God.
That was a great day, Ronbo. The Battle of the Bays, with a third string backup, and we put the worst whooping on them that they've seen all season. Nobody's beat the Raiders like we beat them this season.
And put the big L on
34-3.
Yes. God, that felt good.
And they played the Rams opening day.
Yeah. And
they played the Seattle Seahawks. They played them all, but we gave them their worst whooping.
And then were you watching the game, though? Because it was, as Repent said, Raider fans looked so sad, depressed, and out of it, that it was actually not as appreciated as it could have been. Because, the Raider fans usually rowdy and getting into fights in the stands. They may have been told before they came in the game, y'all come in and start with anything, we will take you to jail. So maybe, because they were subdued, Linwood, like I've never seen them. I mean, it might have been because they were getting beat up, but still.
I would say that, Ronbo. I was like, the way we came out of the gate, they came in all pumped up, chest full of air.
Yeah.
And then Nick Mullens walked out on the field, 2 opening touchdown drives back to back, and they're like,
oh, God.
Took all the air out of them.
Defense came out.
They couldn't huff and puff and roar no more.
And blow nobody's house down.
Nope.
Hey, let me ask you a question, though. Did the 49er defense get all pumped up because of the fact they thought that we had a chance to win? Because normally I've seen the 49ers taking nights off where they look like they weren't really into it. But that defense got fired up after we got the lead like I've not seen them since last year. Man.
Yeah, and Ronbo, I have to say that is, the defense, they've been off and on. And here's the thing. Salah said at the beginning of the season, we're going to stumble out of the gate.
Yep.
Well, that's because we playing some of the top teams in the damn league. That's why. We're played, 3-4 the top vet quarterbacks in the league with some of the most powerful offensive units in the league.
Yep.
And he knew that we were going to struggle here and there.
Yep.
So, I mean, even to Detroit Lions, I mean, we won that game, but that was still they have a powerhouse offense when it's clicking. So, even though it was a win. So, Robert Saleh is no dummy. He knew all the stuff that we're going to be facing coming out of the gate. And we have a lot of rookies, that are still trying to learn, even though this is year 2. And we drafted a lot of rookies.
Yep.
And then a lot of injuries to boot. So,
guys are on their assignments. You see that one? I think that was Mosley that got hurt. Did you see Richard Sherman over there encouraging him? Richard Sherman, after he just missed that, almost made that INT. Rich puts his fingers up that close. Man, I love Uncle Sherman, man.
Exactly.
He's going to have them youngsters playing like all pro by game.
Oh, yeah, and that's leadership. You're like, baby, you were that close to, that was a highlight reel, inches from a highlight reel, baby.
It fires them up. Fires them kids up. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so when you have a quarterback, I think, honestly, our team lost faith in C.J. Beathard. I had no faith in him starting the season, to be honest with you. I mean, I've been on Mullens bandwagon since preseason, Ronbo.
I know.
Because when I seen C.J. Beathard in preseason, he couldn't move the ball at all. 0, and he had the talent with him. He had the pros out there. He had the starters with him. And then Nick Mullens comes in, and he's finishing up, bringing us back into games and won a game, and then almost won a couple other games close that got away from it because C.J. Beathard was in there. And I was like,
oh, God.
Maybe simple. I'm going to make it real simple. When you got your quarterback in a press conference, you can sum it up right there. Listen to the way they speak. Listen to the way they talk.
Yeah.
When the question is presented to them and they go,
I knew you were going to do your CJ imitation. CJ does look lost up there. He's like, the questions are hitting him, but he's not really processing. Okay.
He has to think too long to process the question. Mullens, top quarterbacks out there, look at all the pros. As soon as the question, they're answering it before the question is coming out of the mouth. Look at Richard Sherman, all-world pro. He's not a quarterback. But when people are asking him in press conferences, he's pop, 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 pop. He's popping in. He's put them in their place because he knows the answers halfway through the sentence.
Be through asking.
That's what and that's what the quarterback should be doing. Jimmy Garoppolo's quick responses. Nick Mullens had quick, quirky responses to his answers when he finally got a press conference. But
Linwood, we got to stop.
It just shows your balance. Yep.
Yeah, he's up there. I can't wait till next game. Hey, Linwood, come on back tomorrow, man. I'll be looking for you.
Oh, always, Ronbo, always.
All right,
and for all the people that hated Mullens, undrafted UDFA. Bottom line, this is what the bottom line, NFL. Mullens is a productive college quarterback with good competitiveness and toughness, but is lacking in size, arm strength, and could possibly make it onto the team, but he will never make a roster. That was his NFL draft outcome.
Yeah, he's got to speed up his processes. All right, Linwood, let me see you tomorrow, man. All right, have a good night.
Yes, sir. You do the same.
Thanks, Linwood. And let's go to Sheik. Na. Goodbye, Vegas. Woo! I love this. Get the hell up out of town, Raiders. Hit the road,
Ronbo!
Oh!
Give me a favor. Kick those Raiders of Vegas!
Get out. I even put out tweets. They wouldn't respond to me. Raiders, if any of the 49er fans are in Vegas, would you guys can we hang out? Can you show us around? I don't know why they don't want to talk to me. I was trying to reach out to those people, Sheik. I don't understand. What is with the attitude? I don't get it.
It's crickets, man. Seriously, every time I'm going on Facebook, I'm just waiting. I'm talking shit to all these Raider fans on my friends list and all that, and crickets.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
Wow.
It's embarrassing. They look like ass. Yeah, and Gruden's dropping players right and left. He got rid of Irvin. Oh, it's funny. Hey, Sheik, you know what, though? Man. I know why he got rid of Irvin. Remember Irvin? They lost that last game, the one overseas, right? And they lost the Seahawks, right? Irvin says, well, no, we didn't make it. But, I got a lovely wife at home. And this Gruden must have read that. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you more time to stay at home with the wife and family, okay? You're out of here.
Rob, another thing. Remember Randy Moss? Years back when he played for the Raiders.
Yeah.
He went in the interview and said that I stopped playing. Did you notice that Bruce Irvin was just chilling with his sweater just on the bench? He stopped playing. And they cut him.
Yeah.
So what? Gruden. Hey, Gruden. Hold on. Hey, Gruden. Hello. What's all that tweet? Oh yeah, there's a lot of players who want to come and join your team. You're cutting players.
I know. What is he? Yeah, what is he saying that for? What is he saying that for? Nobody believes that. Hey, Sheik, what do you think? What do you think the odds are that Gruden gets rid of Derek Carr for draft picks? Because here's the thing. Derek Carr gets paid a lot of money, and quite frankly, I don't think he's anywhere near worth that money. I didn't think he was worth that kind of money when he first got away with it. Because the fact is, he had the kind of team he had, you can't help but to win. Just throw the ball. And now we're seeing what he's like if he has to carry a team. He can't do it. Gruden's going to trade him. I bet you Vegas has got some odds up on it already.
Hey, they're going to be doing it in Europe front, so it's going to be ranking up really high. But, Robert, that's what he has a 10-year plan with the Gruden era. They're going to be trading and win all their guys because, when a new management team comes in business, they want their own guys, and they don't want to have your old crop. So that's how it is. That's how business works. And when you have new management come in. So Gruden, Raider fans, hey, there's a lot of bandwagon fans you guys going on. The Rams, for example, they lost. The Seahawks lost. If you want, we're going to be always the Bay. We've always been the Bay, the California team, always been from day one. So I don't know. Some of you could come over, maybe some of you, but other than you could just go to the Rams. We don't want you. Yeah.
That's the way it should
but
be.
it's okay. Yeah.
I tell you, I love it.
But
hey, Sheik, before we run out of time,
yes, sir.
Give me your rookies. Give me some grades on players. Sheik, let's switch it for a second. Go ahead and give me your highest grade and your lowest grade on offense. This should be funny. I know Sheik's got some players he does not appreciate. Sheik, who gets your highest grade on offense?
Highest grade. Shout out to all the squad of the player. The highest grade, McGlinchey.
Yes!
He's the highest. McGlinchey. There's a lot of doubters on this. What's that?
Yeah, I know you see a lot of doubters on McGlinchey. Go ahead, finish that. But I want you to give me your lowest grade on offense as well.
Lowest, damn. I'm going to say Garcon. It has to be Garcon, man. It has to be Garcon. Like, where you been all the whole season?
He was waiting for Oakland. Pierre, they almost traded me. I'm going to play tonight. Hey,
They haven't edited my job's on the line.
Give me your highest and lowest grade on defense if you can, real quick.
The highest on the, obviously has a captain on this jersey. So I got to give it to Richard Sherman, the shutdown corner that we needed, we wanted. So he's going to be here for a while, guys. He's a great
2 more years.
Corner. 2 more years, 3 more years. I'll give him another extra couple years. But the lowest grade, damn.
Who really pisses
I'm
you
going to
off?
give it. Who really pisses me off? Oh, man.
About 5-10 guys.
Yeah.
You can do it, Cheek.
I'm going to say, and it's going to surprise a lot of people. I'm going to say Reuben Foster. He's really pissing me off.
He is pissing people off, but I understand it. All right, Cheek.
Yeah, and I'll say this real quick about it. Is it's like he got the suspension. Yeah. And he's been off and on with his injury, constantly coming on the field. So that's what I'm going to say about that. And by the way, I sent you an email, Ronbo, about Deion Sanders with the prime time. He's saying that when he was watching the Raiders game, he's saying, get these Raiders off my TV, just garbage-ass Raiders off my TV. Check that video. Oh. And if you like it, post that. You'll love it.
Immediately. I'll put that on everything I got. It's an email. Oh, thank you. All right.
Yeah.
You'll see it in a little while.
All right, Ronbo, we missed you, man. We missed you, brother.
I missed you too, man. You know it. God. I'll see you tomorrow.
Everybody!
Hit that
like! Hit that like! Ronbo Sports, best press complete! Go Niners!
There he goes.
We missed you, Ronbo!
Riding off into the sunset. Good night, Chick. And
thanks. Out fan club. Peace out, Ronbo. We love you, bro.
Thanks, fam. Love you back. Hey, and let's go out. We're somewhere probably on the other side of the planet where Jack is back. Jack!
Yeah!
Jack.
I feel so good. I feel so good, man.
Really
Sorry, I got to keep my voice down, but I feel so good. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. But I know how you're feeling, yes. Don't get too loud. Don't be waking people up. Go ahead.
Listen, man, this shows you right here that an undrafted free agent, what Kyle Shanahan's system can do with an undrafted free agent, man. This is so beautiful, and it works. It works, good points and stuff like that. But, I feel so good right now that I feel like taking my words back and saying we are going back to the Super Bowl, Ronbo.
Okay. It's definitely not far off. I don't know how close it is, but it's definitely coming up, Jack. I agree.
Close your eyes for a second. Ronbo.
I got them closed.
Okay.
I'm supposed to envision?
Just imagine this.
Yeah.
Just imagine this. Only facial expression. Just like last year when we went 5-0.
Mm-hmm.
This kid comes out of nowhere.
Yep.
Nick Mullens.
Yeah.
And wins every single game for us that's remaining on the schedule.
Yes.
We go 9-7. Somehow the teams lose and we sneak into the playoffs with the 9-7 record.
Gosh.
We go and we play the Rams at the championship game and we beat them and we go to the goddamn Super Bowl. Now open your eyes and tell me how you feel.
Man, that's a crazy feeling, Because I'm sitting here thinking, no way. Are we really? And the defense gets all fired up because we got a new guy coming off the edge, Dakota Watson. He was busy all night. I kept hearing his name, but I didn't know why because I wasn't watching interior defense that closely because, it was a mass of just humanity slamming at high speed. I didn't know if he was coming off the edge or the Sam. But this dude he was raising hell to make the inside guys kick ass. And Ronnie Blair, you still the man. I love Ronnie Blair. Man.
Cassius Marsh.
Oh, him too. What am I talking about? Give him the love he needs.
The Karate Kid is back, and we are fucking gonna do it, baby.
He was in on 3 sacks, Jack. He's getting better and better, and maybe all he ever needed was somebody in the exterior to take them people off of him. Boy is fast.
Ronbo, we are so happy that you are back that I feel like making a rap video right now on YouTube about the Ronbo Sports Show.
If you got that kind of talent, I'd want to hear it anyway. I definitely want to hear it. Hey, work on it.
When I can speak loud, I'm going to be able to call back, and the other side, as you know, the jacked and Hyde will be coming out.
Yes,
but
indeed.
Just really fast.
Yeah.
Really fast. I just want to say that for the defensive part, I got Uncle Sherm too, but everybody's picking him, so I'm going to go with Cassius Marsh. As a rookie, you have to go with Fred Warner on the opposite side.
Yes.
As a rookie, I got to put my hand down to Richie James. I think he's better than Trent Taylor, and I think he's just going to keep on surprising as the year goes on. The veteran, you got to give it to Matt Breida, who I called before the start of the season and said, I think he's better than Mike McKinnon. Yeah, I think he's better than McKinnon. I went on record and said that before the first game of the season. You guys can listen to that on Ronbo Sports. So that's your boy Jack. And if anybody wants to beat me with a better rap video about Ronbo Sports, let's lay it down, baby. That's your boy Jack. We're going to the Super Bowl, baby. We're going to the Super Bowl. I'm gone.
Hey, Jack. Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night, Jack. A great day. And from last year's experience, I have learned. Last year, somebody said, oh, man, we're going to run the board. I don't know about all that, but I like what I see so far. We ran the damn board. Jack is saying 9-7. I ain't going to argue this year. I mean, everybody says, stay down, temper your, don't go getting excited over Nick Mullens for yet. Kenny, come on in.
What's up, baby?
Kenny, as you know, it's like Raiders have to shut the hell up. And I can't tell you how much that means. Words cannot properly express.
We missed you on that night, man. I wanted to come on here and talk so much shit. I was so pumped up, man. And me, Bashar, everybody on the Nile fan club was pumped up, man. It was exciting,
I wanted to.
Man.
I was trying so hard. I just couldn't get it together. I said, oh, man, I sucks, man. This is such a night. I so wish we could get together with the fam. Man.
Hey, you know what? Hey, we're going to get a lot of bandwagon fans from their team. We already got some, in fact.
They better not ever tell me that they used to root for the Raiders. As long as you just don't tell me, okay? I'll accept that. But, yeah, I used to root for the Raiders. What? I can see it now, you know?
Don't ask Tony Montana who his team used to be.
What?
Don't ask him.
No. No. Are you serious?
Anyways.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, anyways, Ronbo, you know what, man? We didn't get to call in that night, and we didn't get to celebrate together. So tonight, man, I came up with a little chant that we're going to do.
Yeah.
Because you know what? The Battle of the Bay is no fucking game, man. It's some serious shit.
It's really seriously serious.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Everybody see that?
Oh,
pack your shit. Everybody on that chat board, write that right now. Put on that chat board, pack your shit. We're talking to the Raider Nation, baby. Hey, Ronbo, let's do it. Pack your shit. Pack your shit. Pack your shit.
And get the hell up out of town.
Pack your shit. Pack your shit. Pack your shit. Pack that shit, bitches. Fuck the Raiders. Woo! Yeah.
Oh, that smells so good. Because, you know, man, Kenny, if we would have lost the Raiders, there'd be no place to get away from them people, man. I mean, they'd be all over your social media. I mean, I could just see coming home, and there's a Raider sitting in my living room, man. I said, you know what? You guys have won too far. I'm killing you. God.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Jesus.
Just before you go ahead and ask, I'm going to say George Kittle and McGlinchey and Fred Warner are probably the brightest spots on our team, and along with Richard Sherman, but that's a given.
Yeah, it's a given. That's why it's pretty much a given. You know what, though?
Yeah.
And also, who is a player that you just as soon get rid of that's so far this year shown you absolutely nothing? Let's keep rookies out of it because they need
still
time.
Jimmy Ward, man. I know Jimmy Ward played all right this game, but it's still him.
That's 2 in a row,
he can't
actually.
stay healthy, man.
Yeah, that's his problem. But Jimmy, when he's on the field, he's a good football player, actually, most of the time. He has his moments, but most of the time, Jimmy's doing a good job. But you're right. How long will it be before he pulls up lame?
Yeah.
Anyway. What else, Kenny?
That's it, man. I'm gonna leave you with that chant again.
Yeah.
Pack your shit. Pack your shit. Pack your shit. Pack your shit.
I love you, man. Love you, fam. Have a good night. Oh, God. And let us say and welcome James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
James, I'm still celebrating from Thursday. This is the kind of celebration that's going to go on for a whole another week. In fact, it may go till the end of the season because the Raiders bring a hatred. James, you know what I'm saying? You can't measure between them and the Cowboys and the Seahawks. I'm not sure which team. The Rams are starting to make a good case. I haven't paid no attention to the Rams. But the Raiders, Seahawks, and Cowboy fans.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing I will say. It took that first drive when we played the Raiders last Thursday night, that first drive that the Raiders went out there and got a field goal and the 49ers got the ball for the first time. I believe our team, probably some defensive guys and even some offensive guys, probably said, man, it would be nice, man, if we could find a spark because we've been in the dumps for a few games here, man.
A few
what
months.
Happened? What happened?
September, October, yeah.
This young, undrafted rookie comes on that field, and between Montana, Steve Young, Elvis Gerback, Jeff Garcia, not one of them had a quarterback rating of 151.7, I believe it was.
You're absolutely right.
And
150. 150. Huh? Alex Smith had that 151.7. But
okay.
But he was only one point behind him.
This kid had a 72.7% completion ratio. That's unheard of in a rookie.
Absolutely.
And I'm just going to tell you, what he did on that field, he energized that whole team, man. Everybody was like, man, look here, we getting ready to dig up in their backsides right about now. Because we can win this game. And Nick Mullens stood back as cool, calm, and as collected. I had seen him last preseason, and I seen him this preseason. And I had said this before. It's something about Nick Mullens that I just couldn't take my eye off of him. Now, he showed us something game one, against the Raiders. I think he's going to be our starting quarterback for the rest of the season.
Hope so.
Hopefully he'll continue to excel because, I mean, when you hear Coach Shanahan saying this kid was like a machine out there, which he was. Okay, he didn't when Richie James missed that pass.
Ooh,
where
he was
basically wide open for a touchdown. Nick Mullens almost blew a gasket, man. I'm telling you,
he's serious.
He had that look like, man, don't you do that, man. You wide open. You're a receiver. You're obligated to catch that ball. And what did he do?
Paid to catch it. Catch it.
He went right back to him, though.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
He went right back to him. Like it was no big deal. But the thing I'm seeing here is like, this could turn out to be quite a good problem for us. Okay? Because, I mean, I love Garoppolo, but I'm just going to say it like this. Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. It's like this kid, if he continues to elevate his game,
yeah.
I mean, a 23-year-old quarterback versus a 26-year-old quarterback. Yeah, so I'm just saying it like this, and this guy statistically outdid Brett Favre. Okay.
At Ole Miss, I know.
At Ole Miss, and that's I think his TD interception ratio was like 87 touchdowns. I think it was for 11,000 something yards with. I think he might have had something like 40 something interceptions, I believe. But I could still live with that.
I'm telling you.
And the thing about it, he didn't waste no plays in that game, man. There was one ball of Marquise Goodwin. Marquise Goodwin didn't realize what kind of zip Nick Mullens could put on a ball because Marquise was supposed to catch, standing right by the sideline.
That was that one just a little sailed over his head just by a little bit. Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
he made up for that, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did. But I know one thing for sure. To show you how, and I take my hat off to a player I wanted to see be gone, Raheem Mostert, man. I wish I could see him in public just to tell him, hey, man,
I made a mistake.
I didn't like you in the beginning, but I made a bad mistake, bro, because you showed me you got quite a set of wheels on you. But guess what? Let me tell you something. When I made that statement back here a couple of weeks ago about the covenant ain't bare, let me tell you something. Raheem Mostert going out means that we're going to get a look at Jeffrey Wilson in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, because they're going to need one more.
Jeffrey Wilson is a running back that, believe me, boy, I'm telling you right now, him and Nick Mullens might shock a lot of people. Okay? Because this kid is, man.
We will stop here, Robin, James, but you know what? I'll pick up this tomorrow because the running back thing is something that's going to be interesting to see what happens because I don't think Kyle's going to stick with just two running backs. He's going to have a third one there in case something happens.
No. Can't count on Mars. Can't count on Alfred Mars. He's good for maybe 4 plays in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I like one of them is special teams.
And then you got like you say, Matt Brady's broken up. Matt will play with a broke body, but you want somebody that's feeling good too. All right,
that's
James.
Exactly right, man. Yeah, man.
Right, James.
My offensive rookie of the year, I would have to give it to McGlinchey and a seasoned veteran in Kettle.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Defensive rookie, of course, Fred Warner and D-Buck.
D-Buck. All right, James. I'm gonna see you tomorrow,
man. Thank you for what you do, Ronbo. Niner Empire, Niner for life, man.
Thank you, James. All right, but is that Vader?
Yes, it is, Robert.
Vader, Hey, Vader, you know what I want you to do? Because I got to take about a 30-second break. Vader, you're going to be the host for the next 2 minutes, 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute.
Oh, okay. You got to take a break?
I got to take a break.
Okay.
So, Vader, go ahead. Let me hear what you're going to sound like. You're the host. You can talk about anything you want to.
Welcome to the Ronbo Show. 'Cause we finally fucking beat the goddamn Raiders. I was so excited, Ronbo. It was so fantastic. It was the most beautiful thing ever. And also, I had more questions for you, but you're taking your break. But I'll go over my defense and offensive rookies and veterans. On the offensive side of the ball, of course, rookie McGlinchey. That's the guy I picked in the draft. I knew he was going to be something special, and we're starting to see it. Imagine when he gets to the left-hand side, man. It's going to be phenomenal. And a veteran, I'm going to go with Kendrick Bourne. I still see a lot of potential in him, and I think he's gonna shine. Even though we're looking at his second year, but watch out, man. I think Bourne and with Mullens in there, man, it's going to be something special. So, I'm looking forward to that. On the defensive, Rich Sherman, of course, and Fred Warner. Fred Warner was my guy. Fred Warner, yabba dabba doo, man. He's been impressive and taking care of business, and it's been fabulous. Fabulous, Fred Warner. Solomon Thomas, where's my pick? Got to talk about him a little bit. He looked a little better in that 3 technique that I did see. So, hopefully, whatever he's got going on, he can shake it off and be part of that demolition crew with Blair and Buckner, man. Because I don't see us keeping Armstead. So I see him going bye-bye. Is that the 3 minutes? The 3 minutes are up.
Raider. Did I call Raider? Can you believe I called you Raider? Vader! Raider, no.
God damn, what's wrong with you? Don't be...
Exactly. Don't be calling me no goddamn Raider.
Yeah, man, that's the worst thing I can call him, man. Vader, I'm sorry. I don't know. Slipped
yes,
out.
sir. Yes,
you did
sir.
an awesome job. I can tell. Hey, now people are going to speculate, what did I just do? Okay. Hey.
Right, exactly. They're going to go over there. Rob, where are you going? What's going on? You take off on us, and then now you got to take another 3-minute break. What's happening here? But you know what? I wanted to ask you an important question, Ronbo. I'm glad you're back, but this is very, very, very important.
All right.
I watched twice, mind you. Okay.
Yeah. What, the game?
Where the fuck? The Raider and Niner game. Where in the blue hell was Robert Saleh? Did they put his ass in the booth? Because to me, it looked like Richard Sherman was calling all the plays.
I
didn't see him once. And then at the end of the game, when we knew we whooped their ass,
but you know,
Richard was over there talking to Kyle.
I know. I saw this camera on him a couple of times. He was sitting back looking like he was so proud of himself. I got a kick out of the players coming over slapping Saleh all in the back. I'm like, Coach Nick was going to. Vader. I mean, Saleh was sitting there like, it was never about me, okay? I sensed that from his face. Because, the fools, the knuckleheads finally came out there and did what they was told. I'm telling you, though, Vader, I'm starting to wonder, Dakota Watson, I always looked at him as an extra player.
Oh, man.
But all of a sudden, this dude comes out of a bag and the defensive line works. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. I think it really is him.
Could be. It's like, wow. Yeah.
They couldn't do anything with it. That's a strong dude, though, Vader.
It is.
Yeah. So he may be the one. Wouldn't you be? That'd be crazy.
It could be, yeah. I mean, and then the way Ruben's playing, Ruben better get his act together, man. His ass is gonna get cut. But how about John Gruden? The best
boos.
Right, go ahead.
I mean, he may not get cut, but people start booing him. Hey, first round draft pick, Ruben.
Yeah, but we see Richard Sherman going to the sideline, Ronbo, and he's over there slapping hands. Wait, everybody calm down. I know everybody wants to party, but everybody get a taste. Everybody get fed today. They're all relaxed.
Yeah.
But that was funny. And you see Ruben out there with the sweater, and he's like, fuck, man, I got to get back in this fucking game. So we might see a different Mr. Foster going forward.
Bader, but you and I, we know because we've been around neighborhood kids before. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yes, sir.
They got to let Ruben blaze up. You know why? It's affecting him.
I think so, too.
I think so. I hate it. That's got to be the case because he was pumped every game. I think he was in a better mood. I hate to say it, but the herbal essence may be important for him to continue at the level he was playing.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
Because there's something wrong. That's not the same Ruben Foster as last year.
Foster, yeah. Exactly. He was over there, he was missing tackles because he just wanted to kill somebody. But now it's like, now it's like, wait, Ruben, where you at? No sightings there. But again, like the last, but again, he's not the same. But maybe him and Solomon Thomas need to kind of have come to Jesus thing in the locker room or something, man. Because they're both. But he did, Solomon. You know what? He did look a little better in the 3 technique. He did. Yeah. Finally. But the thing is, that's the reason why I'm looking for Robert Saleh all over the field. I'm not even watching the game no more because now Mullens is just lighting it up, baby. So I'm looking, and I'm like, where's Robert Saleh? And then every time they talked about the defense, it panned on Richard Sherman standing on the sideline. Man, he's not in the play again. What's going on here? And then I'm like, shit, we don't need him. Look at that. We don't want him.
Let Richard Sherman player coach.
There you go. But props to Mullens, man. The little backstory they gave on him and everything. Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
For him to put in the extra time. I mean, how come CJ didn't follow in his goddamn footsteps?
I don't know. But
it's like, wait a minute, man. Why is this? I'd be getting in my car looking. Who the fuck is that on the field? Who is that?
Can you see it?
And I would have went
out of the car, and I'd go look out of the field.
Oh yeah.
Who is that? Ain't nobody out there. What's he doing? Call 911.
Exactly. But again, just I got to give real quick, Ronbo. I know I'm going over, but I real quick shout out to Trez, dude. We got our wish. Maybe Yao Ming sent the letter, but
Kyle Shanahan got his head out of his fucking ass. Because he was so in love with fucking CJ, and it's going back to exactly what Trez stated. That was the more he drafted. He didn't want to veer away from that. And I look at the results when he did. But you look at this, man. That's the first time I seen Kyle not being upset on the sideline. He looked like he enjoyed himself.
Because Nick was just schooling, man. He was just killing that defense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, Trez hit the nail on the head. So, we got good. Kyle got his head out of his ass. Dollar seems like he's in the booth. Richard Sherman's taking over the defense. We got beautiful things coming down the line. So the Giants better watch out, baby. We're coming.
All right, later. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo. I will see you tomorrow. Let it go! Let it go! Radio, Ronbo Sports. You guys have a good evening.
Dude, man. And Maurice Mullens did good, but stop alluding to him as versus Jimmy. Maurice, he's right. You know, it's really funny, though. Maurice, here's the plus, though. Jimmy is noticing. I know between you and I, he was not really taking CJ seriously. He knew that when he comes back, people be, oh, God, Jimmy's so good to see back. But Mullens is going to take Jimmy's game up to the next level. It's going to be a good thing. Hey, well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show, you've been accused of some things. I want you to come in. Oh, by the way, Show, you want to send my jersey now, or you want to wait a couple more games? It doesn't matter to me. Hey, man, Show, you know what I'm going to do? Let's go ahead and set a goal for my shirt.
When he starts averaging 60 to 80 yards a game, then you can at me with that jersey. Like these 4-yard
I gotta
touchdowns.
wait. He doesn't get enough snaps for 60 to 80 yards a game.
Exactly. There's a reason why for that. So.
Show thinks he said
because he dropped critical passes in high-pressured situations.
But listen, if they're only going to use him as a red zone threat, now if he scores the majority of the time, let's. Can we put that in the deal?
We'll talk about this
later on.
Another time because, I've been dying to get on, and there's something that I need to be.
Get it off your chest, Show. Go ahead. I'll be quiet. Go
because
ahead.
A lot of people have been at first talking about that CJ had a really good game against Green Bay. Yeah. If you don't understand the connotation of exactly what I said and you took that literally, I am not sorry for offending your candy ass's little feelings over there, okay? Because if you took it literal, then that is on you. I specifically said, go back and listen to what I said, okay? If you don't comprehend what I said and if you don't understand the connotation that I said, then your little feelings do not need to be on this program. I'm sorry. But because I'm not sorry for hurting them. This is the NFL, and the NFL stands for not for long, okay? And if I said if a miracle happens, and which it didn't, if CJ were to take us to 10-6, 9-7, which is not going to happen, then reporters are going to have the nerve to even ask that question because you know it's going to happen, and you know it's going to happen with Nick Mullens too if he does take us 9-7, because you can't bench a kid who takes your team 9-7, and then have your franchise quarterback can come back and play and continue to look like garbage, and then what are you going to do? Then he's going to look bad. You know what I mean? Like this is a cutthroat business, you guys. You got to understand that you cannot fall in love with players, okay? Because they could lose their jobs within a day, within a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a brutal business, and your feelings get hurt way too easy if you get connected to a player way too fast. I mean, Drew Bledsoe lost his job to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady was
people still complaining about that too.
The undrafted free agent. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And look at how well Nick Mullens played in his debut versus. I know it's the 31st ranked team or the 32nd ranked team in Oakland, but
your thing is you're supposed to beat them up like that. And even last week, Indianapolis had to work to beat the Raiders for the entire first half. They did win that game, but it took a minute. So,
I mean, you don't get notoriety from Brett Favre after the game and before the game there's obviously something in you that he sees that nobody else saw, that even I didn't see. I was not even taking Nick Mullens seriously, and then he showed me his quick release, his decision making, his accuracy,
confidence too. Didn't he look confident? Almost cocky.
Very confident.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And don't come at me ever again with that CJ bullshit, because it was a scenario. Because the scenario is going to happen again if Nick Mullens is going to take our team to 9-7. You know, reporters are going to be asking that question, Ronbo. You got to set yourself up for that.
That's
the nature
true.
of the business, you know?
That's true. I just know that Jimmy's watching too, though. You're right. Jimmy's watching.
Yeah.
And he's seeing
Jimmy's sitting on his couch right now saying, holy shit, my job is on the line right now, because I know not everybody was impressed with my debut in Kyle Shanahan's system the first season under center. You know what I mean? So
nobody works as hard
because
as
he did not look too pretty, honestly. And if you come out looking like this, like Nick Mullens did, I mean, I'm not overhyping him. I mean, you can tell just by the way he played, he blew the internet up that game, Ronbo. I mean, he was verified within the second half on Twitter after his performance. And he started it off, people were talking about this earlier tonight, but he started it off with like barely 3,500 followers, and now he has over, I'm not trying to compare that to his game or anything like that, but this is my point I'm trying to make about him. He has over 33,000 followers now on Twitter.
No, I just wonder what happens if he has a bad game. Are they all going to unfollow him? I love it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't see him having a bad game. After
Nick is a confident.
I don't see him having a bad game.
Listen, Joe, here's the one thing about him.
That depends on if everybody shows up, Ronbo. And you can't blame that entire Cardinals game on CJ, because nobody showed up on that game. Yeah. Nobody.
That's true. All right.
You know,
Big Show. Now, Big Show's cleared it up. If you have any more questions, go ahead and leave them here. Big Show will hear them, and he will acknowledge them a little later. All right, so be back tomorrow if anybody misunderstands.
As far as can I get my players in really quick, though?
Real quick, though. Can I give you like 10 seconds? Go ahead.
Yeah. Offense. Nobody gives the offensive line any credit, but as far as the veterans go, it's Joe Staley, obviously, for me, and the rookie is Mike McGlinchey. And on the defense, it's, of course, Fred Warner, and then DeForest Buckner is the other one.
All right, there you go. The Bucs should get more votes too.
Right,
Big Show, appreciate you, man. Always.
All right,
talk to you tomorrow.
No problem. You guys all have a good night. All right.
You too. Now, see that Big Show makes a good point there. Mel, come on in, Mel. Yeah, Big Show makes a good point.
My man was good.
Yeah, Mel. You know, it's so funny. The controversies are going to be pure entertainment in the days ahead. Going into the offseason, it's going to be more exciting this offseason than it was last season, because last year I said, boy, y'all need to calm down, man. I love me some Jimmy G, but I don't know if he go run the board now. Jimmy ran the board. Now, I'm saying right now, calm down, y'all. He's a good-looking quarterback, but I don't know about winning. If we go 9-7, I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know, man. You know, watch this. I don't know what's gonna happen next, Mel. But what are your feelings?
I feel like if we go 9-7 and get into the playoffs, we're winning the Super Bowl.
It would make sense.
Ronbo, I love saying "I told you so." So I'm on here right now just to say "I told you so," and not you specifically. I'm just talking about
No, I know in general
the faithful as a whole. What I mean by "I told you so," first of all, I'm a fan of CJ. So I don't think that he's half as bad as people are saying he is. And I like to compare him to Alex Smith, because when Harbaugh came in and definitively named Alex Smith the starter, the faithful went wild. Like, we couldn't understand it. We couldn't grasp it. But Harbaugh saw something that we didn't. But I mean, I can't say that it wasn't unwarranted as far as the fans, because Smith had 6 years and didn't do anything in those 6 years.
That's true.
So, we were very skeptical and didn't think that he could get it done. But and CJ, I feel, is the same way. We have to just factor in all the other factors. When Alex Smith came in 6 seasons, he played with 6 different offensive coordinators, didn't have much talent around him. We didn't have an identity. There are a lot of extenuating circumstances that led to Smith not immediately being, who he ended up being. And I feel like it's the same thing with CJ, where we haven't really given him a shot. The dude is a rookie last year. He's playing in the most advanced, complex offensive system in the game of football, possibly ever. And so you can't even grasp the whole playbook in 1 year, let alone execute the stuff. So that takes time to do that. And every good head coach or organization knows when you bring in a quarterback, you never want to put your young, new quarterback in situations where he cannot have some type of success. And that's exactly what we did with CJ. We had Blaine Gabbert last year, who was garbage anyways.
Was that last year?
CJ has to
year
go
before
in.
Last. Yeah.
So, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right, exactly. So CJ has to go in. So, same thing with this year.
Oh, no,
he had
you're talking
an
about
opportunity
Hoyer.
because Jimmy G.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
You talking about Hoyer.
Oh, yeah, he had.
Yeah.
Oh, Hoyer, yeah, my bad, not Blaine Gabbert. Yeah, Hoyer, exactly. But CJ had to go through the same thing this year, where he just got thrown into the fire in a terrible situation, considering that our defense wasn't moving right. They couldn't, get our offense on the field consistently. Our offensive line sucked. The dude was making 3-step drops and getting pounded before he even got to his third step. So we kind of set him up for failure.
I thought he was going to get seriously hurt.
Yep.
Because they was hitting him with full speed like nobody blocked him. Bam! Oh. CJ, get up, man.
Right. But the reason why I said I told you so is because after our losses this year, our heartbreaking losses, technically there's really only one team that truly decisively beat us, and that was the Rams.
Yep.
Every other game came down to the end of the fourth quarter to the last drive where the offense either had to kick a field goal or get into the end zone to win the game, or we were up and our defense had to make a stop and just didn't get it done. But after those losses, anytime I called you and assessed why we lost, I kept telling everybody that I know everybody's complaining about the injuries. I understand that. We lost Jimmy G, McKinnon. People get hurt every week. I understand. But our losses had very little to do with personnel or skill set or ability or anything like that. We were losing because of a lack of heart. And I like to reiterate, when I say heart, I don't mean that our guys were scared out there. I'm talking about heart as in you have to have that killer instinct, that ice in your veins. You have to have that fire. And the fourth quarter, when you really need this one drive where you either got to get in the end zone or on defense, you got to stop. There has to be somebody out there to provide a spark to the team and really kind of start that contagious attitude, that whole I'm not leaving here with a loss. And we just haven't had that. We haven't had the heart. We haven't had the spark. And the crazy thing is, as far as our players' ability, each and every player, for the most part, that has starting positions on offense or defense, they have proven to us over the past couple years, they've proven that they could ball. You got Colbert, you got Krosky, you got Ruben, who was balling last year. You just have all of these guys who have proven that they could ball. So why weren't they getting it done? Dropping passes, missing tackles, for game, just rolling out the red carpet and giving W's away. What we lacked was heart. We needed somebody to come in, just like Jimmy G did last year, with the same exact personnel that everybody else had,
to ignite the
turn
bomb.
those L's into W's.
Exactly.
Right. And Nick Mullens, man, I'm so proud of him.
I'm telling you.
That is because when you're talking about fire, this kid wants to play.
Well, you know what he was doing? I mean, the things he was doing I've never heard of. Afterward, running around out there by himself in the dark. Boy, that's special. Mel, we got to go. I'm going to tell you what.
Okay. I'm
going to tell you what. I'll look for you tomorrow night. Let's expand on this a little bit more, all right? Go ahead.
Can I say one more thing real quick before, just on what you said is, you know what? I forgot. So, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, Phil. So much going through your mind at once.
I was going to say,
all right, I'll be looking for you, too.
I was going to say, not since Jerry Rice and Terrell Owens have we heard the facts that a player was out there, practicing by himself and preparing that way. We haven't heard that since Terrell Owens and Jerry Rice. So that should tell you a lot about the direction we're headed with this guy.
Exactly.
But talk to you tomorrow, my bro.
All right, fam. Have a good night, Mel. Yeah, it's Mel out of the Tri-City area. And Angel Cortez, I was there at the Battle of the Bay. Guess what? Raider fans left with a zombie look on their faces. That's all I saw. The beatdown was so bad for them. They had no energy to respond back. Thanks to the contribution, Angel. And as they were leaving, Angel said, and stay out of here. Hey, Ryan.
Raider fan. Hey, Ronbo. Hey, it's great to be on again.
Good to hear from you, Ryan. Man, because, Ryan.
Oh, man.
Now that we can use the Raiders as a household joke, I'm gonna get me a garbage can. I see there was a guy showed me some film or a picture. He was in Mexico, and he took a picture. There's a large trash can. Trash was flowing over the top. It had the Raider logo on it. I said, if you had brought that trash can back to Cali, I would have bought it off you, man. That was that was so accurate. Whew, man. But Ryan, what are you thinking, man?
Yeah. Oh, man. I was ecstatic, obviously, as any other Niner fan was this past Thursday. Just watching, Nick Mullens just slice and dice that Raiders, that team up, man. Obviously, of course, all the prognosticators and stuff, diminished his performance by saying, he didn't play against a real football team and yada, yada, yada. But if you look at those passes, man, he was really drilling that ball into very tight windows.
That's right.
Not too many quarterbacks can do that.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was threading the needle. I looked at his college tape, and he was doing the same thing back in college, so it wasn't like it's a fluke.
Which I don't understand why he had to go undrafted. He was never undraftable, especially if you look at his tape. Broke all of Brett Favre's records? That doesn't mean anything? I'm very surprised by that. What did they even find wrong with him?
I guess because the school that he went to is not, it's a smaller.
Say it again?
No, post-scout. It's a smaller school. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why he got underlooked. Plus, he's an undersized guy, so.
Yeah, he's only 6'1". Yeah.
Exactly, that's what he's listed at. Yeah, so
he's probably smaller, right?
Exactly. So he probably doesn't. I don't think he has a big, huge arm either. But he's deadly accurate.
Boy, and he's in control when he's like a man and in charge. Maybe it's a small guy thing. You look at him. You look at Baker Mayfield. You look at Russell Wilson. You look at the Hall of Famer Drew Brees. These guys are really, they play big because they're sick of hearing it. I love it.
Wow. All I gotta say is, outside of that pass to Kittle, but what really, impressed me about him was when he performed inside the red zone.
Yeah.
That pass to Warren was just right on the money. He struggled so bad inside the red zone, so to see his quarterback just get it done in the red zone, definitely really. I was excited to see that. But yeah, there was something else that I wanted to.
Right, Brian, I'm losing your signal.
Oh, okay.
That's better right there. Good. All right, go ahead.
Okay, great. Yeah, but what else did I want to say? I wanted to say, everybody was talking about our rookies. Obviously, Marinci is number one. I hate to say this, but our second round pick, Pettis hasn't really done too much. He's been.
I know. I'm not sure. He slowed down since the first game. He was great against the Vikings. I think that knee might be bothering him. I gotta believe that knee is still bothering him, but he's just out there. So we're gonna hear about an off-season surgery. It's gonna piss me off because that means he's not gonna be ready for camp in time. He should go get that knee attended to right now. Then, dang.
Exactly. Still, as long as we have a slim chance of making it in the postseason, I want to keep going for it. Because you never know, some teams could slip up. Teams could slip up, and 97 teams could get in there. So as long as we don't have more than 7 losses, that means we still have a slim margin to get in there. And
9-7 can get you in. Because see, the Rams, people don't know it, but I see them losing against Kansas City for sure. I forget, the Hawks might beat them, because for some reason those teams seem to like playing each other. So couldn't you see what are they 9? Are they 9-1?
They're 8-1, right? They just made 8-1.
8-1, right? See, this is that part of the season where the posers go down and the cream rises to the top. Let's see what happens next. Because Drew Brees handed the Rams a beating, boy. Your defense is supposed to be good. Is that Marcus Peters? Boom. Look at that.
He got toasted. Toasted and roasted. The most overrated cornerback in the league. Michael Thomas put up over 200 yards on him. Made him look like garbage. As a matter of fact, Pro Football Focus had him rated like out of the bottom as like one of the worst DBs this year, as far as Pro Football Focus. He was rated like 108 out of 113.
It's gonna drop.
Yeah, so
it's gonna drop further than that, right?
Oh yeah.
Right, we gotta go.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna look for you tomorrow. Okay.
All right. Sounds great.
All right, Ryan. Have a great night, fam.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Yeah. See, that's why I said they got Talib and Peters, but I'll tell you what, Marcus Peters loves to give up them big plays. Sure enough, them big plays keep right on going. And Roberto! Roberto's he's got his red back on.
Ronbo, where have you been, man?
Yeah, Hey, Roberto, I've been moving places, man. I've had to move out of one place and into another. And then I had to put all the wiring and everything we do. I had to put it all back together, move all those boxes and crap out of the way. It was you know what it's like moving? It's the most terrible experience in the world. Ain't moving no more.
Yeah, Ronbo. I've been crying because I've been crying because I was like, well, I've been Ronbo. I've been like this. Oh, what's Ronbo at? Oh, where is he at?
Wait.
I was like, look, oh, week.
Real, it's not a bad thing. Every now and then people need a break from all this craziness we do. But, Roberto, you're the right guy to talk about this. So, have you seen or talked to any Raider fans?
No. because they disappeared.
They scouted like roaches when you turn the light on.
Yeah,
Click.
yeah. They went to their mama's house.
Crying. The 49ers, they was picking on us and beat us all up.
Man, I was all hyped up. I was like, oh yeah! We beat these bitches.
Hey, Roberto, did you go to that game?
No, I wish I went, but I didn't.
Oh, okay. Because I thought I remember you saying you were going to a game. I didn't remember which one it was. But yeah. So, hey, Roberto, it's history now. And they have to leave with the L. And we are the kings of the Bay. It is official. 4 out of 5 times. That's 20 years, Roberto, of dominating the Raiders. They can't say nothing. That's why they're not saying anything.
Yeah, we own everything right now. We own everything.
And we always did.
Own we own the Bay.
Tell you, it's a nice feeling, ain't it? And now they can't say nothing. And they're getting thrown out too.
Ronbo. Ronbo.
I'm listening.
Like Kenny says, like Kenny said, like this.
Yes.
Pack your shit. 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 Hey, this is Gruden and the Las Vegas Raiders. Like this.
Hey,
like this.
Oh.
Like this, look. This is the Gruden and the Raiders like this. We're leaving the Bay. We're leaving Oakland. We're leaving we going to Vegas. My Oakland, my the day. Oh shit!
Don't forget to
the
write.
49ers. No, 49ers beat our ass. Shit, yeah, it's 34-3. 34-3.
Yeah. We beat them. Beat them up. And if it's a good thing, I think they start taking it easy in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You know, really been perfect though, Roberto. If we could have just shut him out, don't even give him that 3 points. If we just could have shut him out.
Woo!
Oh, God. Ooh, that would have been so nice.
Oh.
Shut him out.
That was,
Get out of here. 3.
Man.
Man.
All right. I think all the Raider fans are gonna jump the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Because we the only ones in the Bay now.
Yeah. You know.
So.
Yeah. You gotta watch out for them bandwagon fans because they're gonna be walking up talking with us like they've been 49er fans for years and make a mistake. Wait for the mistake, Roberto, because sooner or later they're gonna make us say the wrong thing. Yeah, you know I had to sell all my Raider stuff. Ooh, what? What? Whoa, what? All your what stuff?
Yeah. Because they're gonna say, oh, Gruden messed up the team. They set us up for like 20 more years.
He did.
Of being shit again. Like 2 years ago, we were a playoff team with Rio.
That was a long time ago.
With Mac. With Mac.
Roberto,
what's up?
I gotta go. But listen, Roberto, I'm gonna look for you tomorrow night. And we continue talking bad about the Raiders. We can talk bad about the Raiders for the rest of the week.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yo, I'm listening. Go ahead, quick.
Because you know, Ronbo, the Rams lost.
Yeah, I know that. Roberto, we talk about that tomorrow night.
Hey, Ronbo. Hey, Ronbo.
Roberto, we gotta go.
Hey, I gotta tell you one more thing fast.
Can you be real quick? Hurry.
Hey, I got a call from Rudy's mother. She said that Rudy's in the ICU because he was
He's
playing
not
at
doing
home.
well. Yeah. All right, Roberto. Roberto, I gotta go, Roberto. I'm gonna look for you tomorrow, okay?
Hey, Rudy's really cool. Peace out, Ronbo.
Night, Roberto. Call it
Peace out, man.
Rudy
Peace
Poo and
out.
Fitz, too.
Rudy.
Good night, Roberto. And we zoom over from Roberto to, I mean, you know what hey, Ronbo, what's good with ya? Roberto, hey, what's good with ya? You're having sound problems again.
Oh my God!
Hey, there you are.
Ronbo, you can hear me?
I can hear you now.
Ronbo, I love you, Ronbo. You was right. We beat these one-eyed Raiders. You know what I mean? Salute to Mr. James. You know what I mean? I think Mr. James can give Chris Carter a run on first thing first.
Oh, that'd be nice.
You know what I'm saying? But meanwhile,
but you know what? Chris Carter's been a nice guy recently. He ain't been saying a lot of nasty things about the 49ers. Your favorite dude, though, screaming, streaming, boy, Stephen A. I haven't caught him. I haven't heard him yet. What he said about, he must be talking bad about the Raiders now, though. Got to.
Listen, Ronbo, next year we're going to play them Pittsburgh Stalebreds. You know what I'm saying?
Is it time to play them already?
Ronbo, I want to salute to the Niner Empire. I called the 49ers front office. You know what I mean? One of the representatives picked up the phone because, you know what I mean? I was trying to get Cameron Jordan, Ronbo. I was trying to get my opinion to get Cameron Jordan. Maybe next year. And salute to Brandon fucking Marshall because you got released from the Seattle Seahawks. You should have signed with the Niners.
Whoa! Hey, whoa! Hey, what did you say? They released Brandon Marshall?
Yeah, the Seahawks released him like 3 days ago.
Bruce Irvin. I've been moving, so I've been missing out on the news. Bruce Irvin's been released out of Oakland.
Yeah, I mean, I salute Ronbo. God bless. You heard me? I mean, you got your crib. God bless. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks, fam.
Yes, sir.
God.
Ronbo, I how many minutes I got? Because I can break this shit down.
You got 3.
I got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
What I want to say first and foremost, Ronbo, I salute because, like you said, well, what happened if we play the Raiders and we go from start to finish? And what happened, Ronbo? We played the Raiders and we went from start to finish.
And
34-0. We came out the first quarter doing our thing from offense to defense. You see what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful thing. The Raiders are wearing eye patches on both eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The double patch Raiders. Hey, Ronbo, is it double patch or sour patch Raiders?
I like sour patch better. They be out there cabbage patching with 2 eyes blocked. Boy, it's fun to talk about the Raiders. Oh, man. Been bothering me for years. My family is...
Ronbo, I want to salute. Not only we've been waiting for 7 weeks.
Yeah.
8 weeks, 9 weeks, right?
But what?
Now, Ronbo.
For the Raiders. Yeah.
I mean, Ronbo. Like, like you said that. It's going to be one game where we play from start to finish.
Yep, that'll be the game.
And we play start to finish on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We might go. I'm gonna say this. We don't want to put it past it because, we still want to be a good number in the draft. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think 10 from 10 to 17, maybe 20. From 10 to 20, I think, it's gonna be them number 1 draft picks.
Yeah, the ones that get all the attention.
So, I think we should stay in that range.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. Them first round draft picks, though, the Browns, the Giants, the Indianapolis Colts. All them teams look like booty right now. Even with Saquon Barkley and the Giants, I thought the Giants was going to the Super Bowl. Now, when we play them next week, if we beat them, we got to worry about Saquon. We beat them, and that means they got that high pick. They could have gave Saquon to me. We could have kept him in San Francisco. Boy, it would have been awesome. But I like what our running backs are doing, though. I think Saquon's not the top running back in the league. Go ahead.
Ronbo. I think we in a good space right now, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Because we in the mid range of a second pick in the NFL draft all the way to the 10, maybe the 20th.
We ain't going below 20, you're right. In fact, I don't think we're going below 15. Right. Yeah, see, 2. The season's 2 ain't enough time. But go ahead.
And it's crazy, Ronbo. This is the first game. We started from the start and we finished the game.
Played all 4 quarters. That's right. Defense got fired up, too.
Y'all won the Bay, Ronbo. Y'all won the Bay, Ronbo. This from Philly all the way to Cali. Number 1, I love the Niners. You know what I'm saying? I salute Oakland because Uncle Snoop and Corrupt and E40 and them Ice Cube, they my old heads.
There you go. All right.
You know what I'm saying? The Niners won the Bay, Ronbo.
And always owned it anyway, but we just had to make it clear.
Right. You're right. And salute to Nick Mullens. Y'all youngins out there, this is from the old heads all the way to the youngest. Brett Favre called Nick Mullens on NFL Network. You know what I'm saying? And paid homage. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't do that. I was a young boy. I was stressing. I mean, every time we played the fucking Packers, Brett Favre made miracles with Antonio Freeman and Dorsey Levis. Like, I mean, like, that shit was crazy. But
y'all mean, let me tell you what,
like,
y'all mean.
I'm saying, like, huh?
Y'all mean, we got to stop, y'all mean. Let me look for you tomorrow night, okay? And I'm going to be looking for you, too.
Ronbo, I love you, Ronbo.
Y'all mean, you know I love you back, man.
Yeah, I mean, I called up to the 49ers front office. This white boy, he picked up the phone. So I told him, I said, look, I told Kyle Shanahan and I told John Lynch to call Ronbo Sports. You know what I mean? Just on the strength of, showing love and support. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, Ronbo's like, I salute the Niner Empire.
Thanks,
I think that, since we are, since we are an empire, I think that, we can all help out each other, with opinions, and, and getting this Niner movement straight.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, we really got to go, though. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to look for you tomorrow. Let's continue, okay?
All right, hey, Ronbo, you already know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niner Empire, Niner for life.
Yeah.
And George Kittle's made the Brent Jones catch. I ain't even understand that.
Oh, man, I tell you, George Kittle's going to be the man. All right, y'all mean, I'll see you tomorrow, fam.
All right, Ronbo, you know I salute Ronbo. Hey, from old school to new school, George Kittle's made it Brent Jones.
All right, y'all mean, see you tomorrow. Hey, Bethel.
Hey, Rumble.
Bethel. Well, we finally got it. The Raiders they're silenced forever. It doesn't matter what happens next.
Yeah.
They lost the final Battle of the Bay match. They can go to Vegas and shut the hell up. That's all I ever wanted. That's it. This year is complete. But Bethel, what do you got on your mind?
Yeah, I knew this was going to happen with him because, I seen, the preseason and everything and, how good he is, and, the only thing that, I didn't like about, what CJ did on the last game was that he didn't say anything that he was hurt. If you're thinking about the team and you're thinking of winning, you tell your coach, hey, coach, you know what, I'm kind of hurt, instead of playing hurt, because those plays that when the receivers were open, maybe he didn't throw the ball because he was hurt. He was afraid to throw an interception because his arm was hurting.
Hey, I thought it was he hurt his hand.
His hand, yeah.
And was that early in the game? Or when was
that?
Yeah,
it was. They said it. They said I think it was the second quarter.
Oh,
where he got hurt.
And that's Kyle Shanahan's fault.
The replay.
That's Shanahan's fault
you
too.
You can see it in the replay. He's holding his hand, but then he kind of shakes it off.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes. So
that's Shanahan's fault too.
Nick Mullens would have took over from there.
Might have won the game.
Did some plays, and we would have won that game.
Yeah. But Kyle Shanahan's got to notice these things. He's got to make that decision. Don't insist on making CJ be a tough guy. If he's not able to continue throwing at a higher rate, then let him sit. That's why you got Mullens over there.
And one thing I did see in the game that, the Raiders draft pick that they got was doing nothing, and our pick was doing great. So the good thing that we won that toss, or else they would have got him, and
they would have got McGlinchey.
We would have got somebody else. Yeah.
They would have got But who would we have gotten if we wouldn't have gotten McGlinchey? I always wonder about that. Every year I wonder about that.
And another thing, we wouldn't give the 10th spot to our enemy, the Cardinals, and they would not got that quarterback.
I know, right?
We would have gave it to somebody else.
Yep.
So, but McGlinchey, he did his job.
Yeah.
And, and he's doing good. So, and I was actually, it was so funny to see the Raiders coach with his faces, with his expressions, and even telling his defense guy off.
And then he wakes up, I'm firing Bruce Irvin. Get him out of here. John, get rid of all of them. Get rid of all of them and trade Derek Carr. I'm joking.
The funny part about it, that he's lying to all his fans. He's over here. Everybody's starting to play for the Raiders.
I don't know why he's saying that. What's wrong with you, John?
I don't know either.
I don't know if it's really a good idea for him to come back to the NFL. Maybe he needs to go back to the booth. I don't know if he's ready for today's NFL. It's not the same as it was when he left. And he wasn't doing that good before he left the league. You know about that, right? He was struggling before he left. So this is pretty interesting.
Yeah,
we'll see.
And another thing about it is that I was looking at some stuff about, Raiders fans putting, before, I don't like the Raiders.
Yeah.
But, at least I had some respect that, they didn't give up on their team.
Yeah.
But they gave up on their team. They literally, every Raider fan gave up on their team. I was like, at least we didn't do that.
We ain't like that.
We are not going to be compared with Raider
fans. Yes.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff is that?
And you seen on the fourth quarter when the defense gave up on Gruden?
They quit. They really did. That's why Gruden got rid of Michael Irvin, or Bruce Irvin.
Yeah.
And
so, at least, some more.
Go ahead.
At least our teammates don't give up on us.
Well, they have no respect for the coach. If you start losing respect for your coach, you start treating them like that, Like what's his name over in the Arizona Cardinals, Peterson. He was sitting there, sitting on the bench, head back, looking at the air like, the offense is coming off the field already? Get up.
Yeah.
You get paid how much money? Get up and get your butt to work. Oh, these are fun times.
Yeah, it was a fun day for all the 49er fans. And
I tell you, it's
going
to get more fun. Next Monday night, another good night coming.
Yep.
Bethel, we got to stop, though.
And I see.
I gotta see tomorrow, okay? We finish this on
All right,
Raw.
no problem.
All right, Bethel.
And one thing I don't see is no Raider talking shit.
I know. That's God. Oh God, I appreciate that so much. All right, Bethel. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Huh?
So, all right. You do a good job, Ronbo, and like everybody says, we missed you.
Yeah.
And
I'm embarrassed.
It was kind of tough, without seeing you. I know we would love to see your, how you spread yourself when we started winning the game, and so
God. Especially
we're really appreciative for
Thanks,
everything that you do and every time you hop in. So and plus I actually got my jersey yesterday, my Richard Sherman jersey.
All right.
And and I'm actually gonna get some more jerseys, so I'm hoping to get some McGlinchey and some other players on our team.
And start a collection of Super Bowl jerseys, Bethel. All right, Bethel, I'm gonna go because we got folks waiting. But I'll look for you tomorrow night, okay?
All right.
All right, Bethel.
All right, Ronbo.
Yeah.
You too. Go Niners.
And we go over to it's Go Hard, who's actually Go Hard's probably like in the area he's at. Raider fans are walking. When he walks out the door, a Raider fan might walk by. Go Hard.
What's up, Ronbo? Yeah, man, the Raider fans over here, man. Hey, there's a couple diehards that were like, man, fuck the Raiders, man. Hey, they deserved everything they got, from the one team that never left the Bay. I was like, what? That was big, man, coming from them. Shit, I won 2 burritos at work that Friday afternoon.
Now that's winning, boy.
I wish I would have betted a little more, but and the burritos hit the spot, man.
I'm telling you, man, a burrito always hits the spot. As a matter of fact, if you get like a couple frozen along with it, so I'll take these 2 now, and I get a couple of frozen. In fact, y'all owe me burritos for the rest of the week. All right?
Yeah, man, it was a good day coming into work, man. I work with nothing but Raider fans. You know what I'm saying? And,
they're everywhere, man.
It was, yeah, man. It was real cool. Like I said, though, a couple of them, man, they was flipping on their team already. My wife, man, she used to be a Raider fan. Her whole family were Raider fans, and I think it was back in like 2002, 2013. Man, I had to go and change all that shit up for her. You know?
But all of us have at least relatives or something wearing that damn logo. I got family members, they wouldn't answer my phone. I mean, it's just really comical. But y'all, if it was me, you'd be, hey, open that door. We know you in there, man. Open that door. See, now, look. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, and I don't be jamming them up. I'll let it ride. That's the way we do. See.
Yeah, exactly, man. Me too. I don't really be up there ass that much, but this one, it was an extra little special. I had to rub it in the
but you get a bet.
Little extra this time.
Yeah, you make a bet. You got to give it to them. But I mean, it's going out hunting them down and giving them stuff. See, that's what they do.
Right, and I had the opportunity, man. Two different offers to go to the game, man. Two open spots for me to go ride, and I passed them up, and I was just thinking, like, man, it is the last battle of the Bay, man. How am I gonna miss that? But I got priors for getting into it at Raider games and flipping porta potties over with Raider fans inside of them. So I just knew it was the best thing to just watch it from my own comfort of my home, on my own TV.
And don't have to go to jail and pay no bail. Because really, it's seriously, they can really piss you off. That's why I don't talk to the folks either, man, because they get carried away.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. We made the paper. It was about 2004, I believe, man. We were in the paper for flipping porta potties over with fans inside of them. But
that's why we're not allowed to play them in preseason anymore. You know that, right? They just made a rule.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, man, I think this was a good example of what Saleh's defense can look like when you have a pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was the biggest difference that I've seen on the defense. Everybody's got their own little takes on it, but I think that pass rush is what made it the way the game went. Carr had pressure in his face, man, that whole game.
Every snap, it was
that's
on
something
his
that
ass.
we just been lacking, man.
Hey, go hard. Did you notice that's Dakota Watson providing that new fire off I didn't know where he was coming from. I couldn't tell if he was coming from the Sam or if he was coming from the edge. It was the edge. Because I just realized Smith is on the Sam.
Yeah. I don't know. I seen he came in on a lot of nickel packages. But I don't know what specific role, if he was on the Sam or if he was over there on the Leo side, but I do know that he was in that backfield every time.
Because Cassius was out there doing work too. I gotta go watch that game again and watch things besides the center of the field.
Yeah. Cassius, he's been showing up for the past couple of games that we played, man. He's been getting there, and I hope to see him being consistent with that rest of the season, man. Hopefully he can get to the quarterback the rest of these games. I heard a couple of the fans talking about how the Giants O-line is just as bad as the Raiders, so I'm hoping to see that too.
You heard about Derek Carr with them excuses, though. Derek was like...
You know what?
Go ahead.
I haven't tuned into any of their interviews. What was he talking about?
Derek was talking about, first of all, our offensive line, we lost this guy, we got guys switching positions and doing other things. And, of course, people understand. I'm sitting there, Derek, stop crying, man. Oh, Lord, have mercy. See, you tell people don't cry, be a man, do your job, and now you're sitting there giving excuses. So,
Hey, that's another thing. A lot of the Raider fans, man, they hate Carr. They think he's too much of a church boy. They think he's too nice, man. Man, for the most part, man, they were riding their own team, man, that Friday when I came in. But my players, the biggest disappointment that I got so far, man, is Pettis. I heard the other guy, a couple callers back, bring him up, and you know, he was one of the guys that coming out of college never muffed a punt, and so far I counted he's already muffed 2 of them with us.
Yes.
And I don't know what it is. This guy, I heard you even talking about it earlier in the season too, about him hearing footsteps and things of that nature. Him, you know, seeming scared to get a ball over the middle, and you know, when he sees that safety crashing down. And I thought I seen the same thing too. And so I don't know what it is with him muffing these punts or whatever, but you know, he's been my biggest disappointment. And my vets and rookies, I got Blair as the vet. You know, I wanted to go with Fred Warner. You know, everybody's pretty much going with Fred Warner. So as a defensive rookie, I would have to say DJ Reed. You know, I would have to go with him. And on the offense, I obviously got to go with Joe as the vet. And or you know what? I'm gonna flip that. I'm gonna go with Bourne as the vet. And for the rookie, it's got to be McGlinchey.
Hey, I like that. Nice choice.
Yes,
We're around going down the beaten path. Go hard adding a couple other names in there as well deserved too. Because no matter what Big Show says, Bourne has been coming up big in that end zone. I'm loving it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And before I get out of here, I just want to play a little 3-second clip for you guys, just so you guys know that you heard it first here. If you guys hear it on some 49er radio rap or something coming in the future, but check it out.
Yeah. And then piggybacking off that, how do you feel about how the Niners are about to become the Bay Area's only NFL franchise?
I feel like it's kind of always been like that too. So it's, I mean, I don't mean it in that way, but they've been here the longest and they've never left.
So what was straight up? That's the real MVP.
The gospel
right
truth,
there.
wasn't it?
We've been here the longest and we never left.
Yes! Go on, appreciate that, man. That was good stuff.
Yes, sir.
All right, go on. Look forward to tomorrow to get some time.
Later, man.
All right, fam. Good night.
Yes,
sir. Yeah. See, that was the misconception in the first place. But you know what's really funny? I hadn't been paying attention, but you know the Raiders depart the Bay Area, we're equal in record. Damn it. Even up. We had to win that, or else they'd be forever falling back on that. Yeah, but overall, we still beat y'all 1 game more than you beat us. See, we got rid of all the demons by winning that game. All of them. Hey, Mark!
Ronbo, I'm with the man, myth, 49ers fan, legend, Ronbo Sports. Hit the like. What's going on, Ronbo?
Hey, Mark, you fam, delighted to hear from you. Because I'm telling you right now, boy, I wanted to be in here Oakland Raider night so bad. I was trying to get down.
Oh, man, we were looking for you.
God, I was going crazy,
I forgot
man.
you was moving, Ronbo. I checked the app like 4 times looking for you.
I moved.
The new digs look good, though, man.
Yeah. Oh, man, looked real. You know what, though? The defense, I'm starting to wonder, the defense gets emotional when the quarterback looks like he's got things under control. They played their heart out. When's the last time? It's been years. You can go back to, excuse me, Harbaugh's era and everything. Did we ever come up with 7 sacks in 1 game?
Nah, man, they was playing with their hair on fire. They look good. I think, you know.
Was.
And you're confident. When you're confident, like you said, in the quarterback, or you're going to get a return on your, you know what I'm saying, your effort, then.
Yeah.
Hey.
You dig down. It was all.
Nick Mullens looked real good.
And confident. He believes in
but
himself.
Man, I know you was happy, man. Out there, I was looking for you on a Thursday night, man. I forgot you was moving.
Yeah.
So I was checking the app like 4 times trying to see where you was at. I was so excited for y'all Bay Area folks, man.
Oh, it's such a... And Raider fans, I know you got some Raider fans rolling around out in that area too, out in AZ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my closest friends. We don't even go back and forth because it's different. We both been, but yeah, we got them.
Yeah, because it ain't like you got to drive over the bridge into Oakland and watch.
Yeah,
them talk
it's the Cardinal fan.
Hey, but you guys got the cow? Wait a minute. Who would be the most irritating for AZ 49ers?
It's the Cardinal fans, no doubt.
Oh, that's
Cardinal
right.
fans and
What I'm
Cowboys.
talking about. Yeah, of course, they're in our conference. Of course, it's Cardinal fans first. Ah.
Yeah. So that's how I feel. How you feel about I always tell you that's how you feel about the Raiders is how
How
I
you feel about the Cardinal fans?
Yeah.
And they owned us 3 years prior to this one.
What
I'm talking about, they still do.
Seahawks fans is out here heavy too. Well, they're bandwagon because they're bandwagon. They're out here too, but they're real bandwagon. You can tell they're bandwagon.
Well,
so
that wheel's about to fall off.
Man, what you think Mullens is? You think this is a one-game thing, or you think this is he has the tools? I mean, what's the assessment?
Yeah, I think he has the tools, and in fact, the look in his eye when he's out there, he seems so fully confident and so assured. That's why when Richie James dropped the ball, he couldn't accept it for a moment. Did you see that when the camera panned over on him?
Oh yeah.
He lost it.
Yeah.
He was pissed. And most quarterbacks, they just sort of shake their head or something. But he went through a whole emotional display. I said, oh. He expects a lot.
Yeah.
He says, if I'm going to work hard out here, I can't have nobody next to me not working hard. But he went right back to the next few plays later. So I said, okay. But that's good. When you roll it with Nick,
he
get it done. Yeah.
I like him, man. I like the fact that when you hear during the game you hear these stories about how he prepares. You know, that's the kind of stuff you want to hear. Then again in the press conference, somebody said it a couple of weeks about CJ and his Mullens. He's able to articulate himself. The man knows what he's doing. He has, he don't got the deer in the headlight shit going on.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So he's got it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He's got it. And I do want to see him under some duress in the next couple games.
You know what? He won't get it against the Giants, from what they're saying. The Giants still just won one game this year.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's going to get it. Seahawks.
Hey, the Giants beat the Hawks?
No, I'm saying I think he's going to get it against the Seahawks. That would be probably his first. When we got them?
Because the Seahawks, even though they're not as talented as they used to be, they really work hard. I mean,
they're rolling right now.
Yeah, they lost today, but still, they don't be giving up. And they come out there feeling like, we're the Seahawks. Yeah, y'all ain't the Seahawks. Y'all is a Seahawks team. Somebody needs to tell them.
If Nick Mullens goes out there and beats the Seahawks, his Empire is going to go crazy, man.
Yeah, it is. Because that would mean 4. Wait a minute. How many weeks away before we play the Seahawks? Because we play the Giants next. That's 3. We got to play the Broncos.
We got the Giants, Tampa Bay.
Oh no, we got to play the Bucks. We might.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen in that game? Bucks.
It depends on what quarterback we face.
I know, right? But the Bucks, they score a lot. I think that's the way they win because the defense gives up a lot. All right, that's going to be an interesting game.
Compete. Yeah, we should be able to compete.
Yeah.
I think so. Nick, I think he has a little something, man. Like I said, I want to see him with a little bit more. I want to see him challenged. I want to see him, see what he can do. But the one thing before I go, Ronbo, I was happy to hear. I was nervous about this after the game when somebody asked Coach what he was going to do. I thought he was going to say CJ is our quarterback still. I really did. I did not trust how.
So he
didn't say that.
He did.
Yeah. I said if this man says CJ is our starting quarterback, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose it. And
Kyle
then, he just said, he said I'm gonna look into it. And see, that's all I wanted to hear. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna look at the film and all that stuff. So
he says that every time. And yesterday, Mark, he was still talking that garbage up until early evening, and he finally said, CJ, and Ian Rappaport comes up, I'd be real surprised if Nick Mullens is not the San Francisco starter next week. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Come on, Kyle. Stop fooling around. So, yeah.
And a couple callers back, I know you got to go. Whoever was saying CJ this, look, making excuses for CJ. Nah, man. We roll with CJ. We appreciate the toughness, but this man had a whole half season, and there's no I know we needed the team played off an emotional high, but they still the ball has to leave the quarterback's hand, emotional high or not. Like, it has to happen. So, but anyway, Ronbo, I'm happy to see you back, man.
I'm happy to be back too.
Nice.
Thanks.
I don't know if you got a new camera. It looks great.
Thanks,
man. It's looking good, Ronbo. So
it's that glow you get from watching the Raiders get beat.
Well, look, everything. Your camera quality looks clear. I don't know if it's a new setup, new lighting, or something you got going on. Everything looks pretty nice.
A lot of things changed. Well, thanks, Mark. Thanks. All right.
All right, man.
All right, fam. Be looking for you tomorrow, okay?
Talk to you.
All right, Mark.
All right, Ronbo.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff Tan, man, that's hilarious, man. He says, my girl thinks your laugh is pre-recorded. I'm trying not to laugh now, okay? Because that's hilarious. Pre-recorded laughter. A laugh track, right? Hey, George.
Hello, Ronbo.
Hey, George. What's going on,
How you doing
man?
tonight, Ronbo?
Oh,
Good.
it's beyond good. After talking to y'all, it's like I was already like in my own world and jumping around, and every 49er fan I could talk to, I was talking to, but it wasn't like being here, And I had my fun picking on my Raider family members. They still won't talk to me, but that's fine. I already told them, listen, we don't need to be related anymore. I don't like you, you don't like me, so let's just act like we don't know each other. Raider fans,
well,
even if it's my mom, I'd be pissed. God. Whew, man. But anyway.
Yeah, well, I just want to start off by saying my first 49er home game was the final battle of the Bay.
All right.
And it was worth every cent, Ronbo. It was worth every cent.
Yeah, I know it was.
Just the vibe, the intensity of the game, and even I was able to spot out some of your fans too at the game. I saw like a few of them. I don't know them by name, but just looking at their faces, I was like, "Yep, this guy follows Ronbo Sports too."
Just by looking at the face, I like that, George.
But yeah, I mean, from what I saw at the game, Nick Mullens did really, really well. And that's just like what everybody's saying. This is the first game that the 49ers actually played from the whistle to whistle.
Right.
And this just proves what this franchise can do once we get like our full team back, because we have some injuries going on. But just as long as this team is capable of finishing from whistle to whistle, we're in for a good future, Ronbo.
Right?
Yep.
And hey, George, you were up there watching the defense up close and personal. Did they look just really vicious and focused? I mean, watching them on the TV, look at that defense. They are serious as a heart attack tonight. I mean, what did you think?
Yeah, they were out there celebrating once they got every tackle for loss, the sacks, and even trying to pump up the crowd. When I was able to spot out like Cassius Marsh. I was able to spot out like Fred Warner trying to pump up the crowd when it was third down. Yeah. When they knew they had to get a stop, and the crowd followed because that's just what the faithful do.
Tell you, man, the Cassius Marsh, man, he had 2.5 sacks. Marsh was like a demon released. I knew he was supposed to be better than he was at the beginning of the season. George, I think there's a lot of guys that are just now, both offense and defense, I think a lot of these guys are just now understanding what's going on. You know what the coach said? Shanahan said, outside of me, nobody knows this offense better than Nick Mullens. Whoa, no.
Yeah, he's been there since day one, too, just on the practice squad. But, I mean, he still goes through the same plays. He still goes through the same progression that Beathard and Jimmy go through. So there's no reason why he shouldn't know it. And based on how he played, you can tell he knows it very well.
Man, that's special. Because CJ should be knowing it as well as him. But CJ still does some things, not necessarily mechanically wrong, but mentally sometimes his judgments are questionable. And he should have went to somebody else when he went to somebody else and the play failed. Nick was hitting the right buttons all game long. I said, look, who is this guy? I mean, how come you don't, Kyle, why did you let him play earlier? God.
It's the decision making that each of them have to get because what we noticed is that CJ holds on to the ball more, so there's more time for the defense to get to it.
And
but Nick goes through his progressions very quickly. And what we saw from Thursday, we were able to compare it to some specs that we were able to see when Jimmy first got here too.
Right.
Quick release, having that confidence, being able to progress through the field, and just showing up and showing out like an NFL quarterback should.
Yes, absolutely, like a NFL quarterback should. George, those are the key words right there. Like an NFL quarterback should. If you don't belong here, sit down. Otherwise, get Nick.
That's what the practice squad's for.
But you know what? I don't want to talk too badly about CJ because he tried hard.
Yeah, he goes. He's a tough kid.
He's just not ready.
He gives his full 100%. But it's a matter of it's not always, you're not always going to be baby. You're not always going to be like, you got to improve. It's going to get to the point where you're like, you have to have this, you have to do this right. You have to get it right. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting down.
Yeah.
And I think it's gotten to that point for CJ. It's already been a year and a half. And
he just
hasn't been showing out.
And George, when you get a chance, there's an article on the stats on CJ are different. Read that. CJ, they always said, you know what? There's no difference between Jimmy G's stats and CJ's. Okay, but you know what PFF did? They broke it down and gave some other variables to put you miles. The difference between CJ and Jimmy G is the number is huge. So don't be saying the comparison between Jimmy G and CJ, they're the same numbers. It's not. There's so many other things. Decision making goes into it, speed of release, read and reaction, everything. There's a whole lot of other things that go into it. So,
and the play calling has to do a lot with it too, because when Jimmy's in there, it's like more of a drop back, look at what receiver goes deep, and if you don't have it, just check out to the receiver. But with CJ, it was more like just stay in the pocket till you see somebody open, and just try to, if you don't, just try to throw it away, but he just keeps it too long and just goes for the sack.
And gets tackled. Sack! Oh, God. All right, next play. Let's go, CJ! You got it, man! Oh, CJ, why did you throw the ball? Oh, no. So, we didn't have to go through that at all this game. Did they get him, they sack him once?
And Nick Mullens, no, he was never touched during the game.
That's what Nick says.
He let it go before he was.
Nick was like John Cena. You can't see me.
You can't see me.
George, hey, George, get up back here tomorrow night, all right? We're gonna do Raw tomorrow.
Yeah,
okay?
I just want to give a quick shout out to basically like what you were saying, like for the standout players for midseason.
Oh yeah,
for the veteran offensive player.
Yeah,
I want to give the recognition to somebody who doesn't really get it because of the position he plays, but Laken Tomlinson does a really good job pass blocking and run blocking. So I'm giving the award to Laken.
All right,
and,
good.
Offensive rookie is obviously Mike McGlinchey.
Yeah.
He runs block better than most tackles in the NFL as a rookie.
He is number one.
The defensive rookie, I'm going to give it a tie between Fred Warner and DJ Reed because DJ Reed, he's a really good specialist, but he also does good coverage when he needs to on the deep passes. And for the veteran defensive player, I'm obviously going to give it to DeForest Buckner because he shows up and shows out every game with that little shovel sack celebration he does every week.
Yeah, I love that too.
All right, well, have a good night, Ronbo. Thank you for having me for a quick moment. Thank you.
Hey, talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, shout out Niner Empire. Let's go.
Yeah. And Kitty the Heart Foundation says, did you paint your walls 9 o'clock? You know what? It's hard to explain what it is, but we definitely made the red and gold stripe around the room. I'm glad you like it, by the way. Thanks. T-Money, sacked out my birthday is February. I guess I'll be waiting another year for a Super Bowl birthday. T-Money, I don't know, man. Let's see. what happens next. Now, I don't imagine really. Right now, I would never believe that we're going to the Super Bowl. But the way Jack broke it down, I don't know what to think. Let's wait 2 or 3 weeks and start saying things like, we can win this next game. And then the last game we play against the Rams, if we win that, we're in. And, of course, we'd go in and the Rams would beat us. We owe the Rams ass, though. You know what? The 49ers are going to play them harder than they play anybody else the rest of the way. Even harder than they play the Raiders. You watch and see. That last game, they're going to want to assert themselves. Everybody knows what they're doing right now. Nobody gets hurt. Look out. That's going to be a good game. Mahomes Nation. One, if Mahomes is better than Jimmy. Right now, I'm going to tell you the truth. Patrick Mahomes, realistically, if I'm serious and I take away all my biases, dude has got to be the best quarterback in the league. I'm talking better than Brady. I have never in my life, I've been watching football a long time, I have never seen a quarterback, his right arm is like they're right on him. He switches hands, throws a touchdown with his left hand. I had to watch it twice. What? Has anybody ever done that before? So Patrick Mahomes is not real. And I'll tell you something else, too. In 2 years, when the 49ers do start dominating, it's going to be Mahomes versus Garoppolo year after year. That boy is the legit. Right now, he is the shiznit. And Sheik the Freak says, please bring back your Super Bowl banners. I got it. You know what? The room's, I'm not done with this room yet, actually. This is tonight. There's construction going on behind that. So, yeah, the banners, you're right. I'll figure it out. All right. And Jeff Tan, thanks for him. Is it Noel? I'm thinking if Nick keeps playing good, he will take Beathard numbers 2 spot. You see, they already said there was going to be a competition between next year, but this came a little earlier than they anticipated. The decision was made that we're going to bring Beathard. They thought they were going to bring, Nick Mullens, give him another year to cultivate, and then next year they'd make a decision between which two they're going to keep, which one they're going to keep. It looks to me like if things continue, they're going to let CJ probably go or trade or whatever they could do with him because he is a rookie. They still have his contract rights. What they'll end up doing is they'll keep Mullens as the backup, and they might draft another potential and let him be on the practice squad. It's crazy, man. When it rains, it pours. Nick Beathard Jimmy G backed up by Nick Mullens. That's going to make them both push each other, though. I like that. But I don't know that it's fair to Nick to make him be a backup. If he continues playing good football, you might sign him and let him go another year or so to learn more and give him a break. Let him go to a team that needs a good, solid quarterback. That leaves us without a solid backup. We just have CJ. But who knows? CJ may eventually speed up the process, start moving quickly out there. Let's see what it looks like in the rest of the season, because he's got to be inspired by now if he's got any heart at all. And Baby Bees, he says, I respect Kyle. He's learning to be a head coach. Good point. I admit I asked for him to be fired. But it's only one win. He's guaranteed to coach this year. Next year will be interesting for him, no doubt. And remember the thing about Kyle Shanahan's system. It takes a while. Our guys look kind of sharp, but like Kyle says, the only person that knows the offense better than me probably is Nick Mullens. I played it back. The only person that probably knows that offense better than me the only person that knows it a little less than I do is Nick Mullens. I said, he really said that. He didn't say CJ. He didn't say Jimmy. He said Nick Mullens. Interesting. Angels say Mahomes is frugal rock. I agree. Ronnie Dominguez says, does Mullens' play make you wonder how Beathard really is? Yeah, I really feel sorry for CJ. He seems like Shanahan's offense can't run with. Wait a minute, let me see the best. It seems like Shanahan's offense can't run with. Ronnie got me confused in that question. But yeah, Shanahan gets attached to players, though. I do know that. Ronnie Domingos, Bethard under center. Yeah. Would you put him in a shotgun? I don't know. And Baby Beans says, I was down on McGlinchey, but boy, I was wrong. He's a beast. Anytime you see a big dude that big, rolling downfield, knocking dudes out for his running back, boy. And I'd run behind that truck all night long. I'd just get on him. All right, let's go, big fella. I'm right behind you, man. Get him out of there. Brian Cup says, I'm so glad to see you back. All I can say is the 49ers haven't given up on 49ers. Stay faithful, Brian. Good to see you, fam. Sheik says Jimmy needs more weapons. Bell, Dez, draft a wide receiver player. I'll go with Bell, but I do not want anything to do with Dez. We're going to. Oh, that's not that one. Give me Elias Lopez believes we have a good backup for Jimmy G next season. I know, huh? I'm just worried, is he going to look so good? See, we have the weeks ahead. Does he look so good that the Empire starts to embrace him? What if he starts tearing teams apart like he did the Raiders? Next season, he comes into camp. Jimmy comes into camp. Whew, man, that's going to be a fiery competition. They'll push each other to the limit. So anyway, fam, it's Ollie Bears. It's true, Ronbo. Colin Coward said Kyle's offense takes a lot of studying. Yeah, I know. That's why I kind of feel sorry for these guys, man. Because a lot of us ain't no kind of patient. He sucks! He's a bust! This is why we should probably wait for Dante. Give him another minute. Because Dante Pettis has got some mad skills. There is no cover. We got two guys that can't be covered when they're on the game. Marquise Goodwin, no human can cover Marquise Goodwin. Goodwin. That's why when Patrick Peters was trying to guard him, that was funny, man. Peterson had no chance. I mean, he looked it just didn't look like he had any chance. And the other guy is Dante Pettis. That thing we see going down the field, I like to watch it in slow-mo. You got Marquise and Dante and whoever's trying to guard him. Every time. If that happened by once in a while, but everybody that tries to run downfield with him, all of a sudden, I kept watching that, and I'm watching his footwork because Dante's got that, but it always seems to shift the right way. If the quarterback gets a beat on that, he'll always know, go to the opposite side of his bob. Because Dante's going to do the same thing every time, and the defender always bites. Nobody sells a fake on a move better than Dante Pettis. I don't think, and in a couple of years, we're going to say nobody can make a move like that except for Pettis. And Pettis could go the other way with that and really screw a guy up. Soon you're probably going to see not only this, you're probably going to see somehow, I can see that happening. His quickness on that move is uncanny. So I'm keeping Pettis. Fam, hey, please hit the like. I'm going to see you. I can't wait to see it tomorrow. Raiders! Raider fans, y'all can call in, man. Come on now. You know you cross the bay. We're sort of connected at the hip. You're kind of family no matter what. I don't like you like a cousin I'd rather slap. But, you can join us if you want to. Come on in. And we might even recruit you. Let's be a part of the empire. Because a nation is a nation. But an empire rules. Niners!